Hey, what's up? How's it going, Lovitz? Just started this up.
Hello.
Yo. How was Thanksgiving?
It was alright. I don't know if it was because like the video you watched, but I felt like overly critical of the food. It was kind of underwhelming. There was no mac and cheese. I wanted some. Like the video you watched, but I felt like overly critical of the food.
I actually made this is better. I made penny vodka. I think it's probably a little better than mac and cheese.
You made the vodka sauce?
Yeah, I made the vodka sauce. Yeah. Homemade
I
sauce.
like vodka sauce. It's expensive as shit if you go to like buy a jar of it.
Really? It's like just that's kind of crazy.
Pinoli nuts or pine nuts.
Oh yeah,
like
pine nuts are really expensive.
Jar and it's like $20. I don't know what the fuck they think they're doing. It's like some
nuts are expensive.
Rare ass shit, but like some I don't know, like Amazonian midgets gotta get from a rare tree or something. I don't know what's going on, but
no, I don't know what it is, but nuts have always been nuts are expensive, except for like peanut, which isn't a real nut. I guess nuts are expensive. It's the kind of thing.
It's just like difficult to farm it. I don't know.
I think the yield is what the issue is.
Yeah, like the amount of money it takes, and then what you get back is not that much, so you gotta up the average price.
Apparently, I'm looking this up. They're expensive to produce.
Yeah, no, that's what we're pretty much saying. Yeah, I mean,
it's got to be that. Yeah,
I like pinoli like that. Well, they're good.
Yeah, I mean, even almonds aren't cheap. The only thing that's cheap is peanuts, and that's technically not a nut; it's a legume. It's like
and they're kind of like trashy.
They're kind of like just dry. That's what I noticed about peanuts. They're very dry.
They're definitely like the kind of like basic bitch of nuts.
Yeah, but it's crazy that vodka sauce is expensive because it's basically just tomato sauce with cream added. They're ripping people off, I guess, for that. I mean, I guess vodka too, but you're kind of burning out all the alcohol.
How much do you really need?
For as far as like alcohol or for the vodka? Yeah. I mean, I did a third of a cup of I guess that's like about 5 shots, but then you burn it out.
Yeah, you reduce it.
Yeah, it just becomes, I guess, whatever that's, I guess, was interesting. It's not really, there's no alcohol in it, which is weird. So it's like, what is the liquid? Because it's like, I reduced down the alcohol, but there's still liquid. So it's like, what is that exactly? I don't really know.
Cream.
It's weird. No. That's just I'm saying like when you, all right. So the way you start off the recipe I had, it was like saute some onions up in garlic, and then
the pasta's cooked already.
No, that's later. I mean, I did that the next day. I just did the pasta another time, but I just was making the sauce.
You don't actually like cook the pasta with the sauce. You just dump it together.
Oh no. So yeah. Do it separate. Yeah. But yeah, you kind of like saute up the onions, some garlic, then throw in a third cup of vodka sauce or a third cup of vodka, and you kind of let that evaporate out so you don't smell any alcohol from the steam, but there's still liquid left, and then I put that into like, a can of like San Marzano tomatoes, and I blend it all up and then put it back on like for an hour simmering on the stove. And then once it's totally done, then you add like again, like a third cup of cream or something. And that's pretty much it.
Well, do you have to boil it at all? Or you just kind of slow cook
I let it get to a boil at first. As soon as it gets to a boil, I turn it down to a slow cook to go like an hour. That's kind of like my method of making sauce. Like I definitely let it get hot first, but the alcohol is already gone at that point too, because it's evaporated before I got it in there. It's easy thing to make actually. I didn't do any like meat in it. Like I'm not a fan of that. I know a lot of people do like prosciutto or whatever in there.
I've never had meat in my vodka sauce before. I've had meat in what's that shit where it's like supposed to have meat? Bolognese.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, traditionally though, man, vodka sauce always has
a sort of sauce.
Bolognese is like a meat sauce,
but I thought it had like cream and shit too. It's just not as
no, that's just a tomato sauce. Well, you know what? I guess it depends where you're getting it from. I guess it all depends. I kind of think of Bolognese as a red sauce with meat. With meat, that's what I kind of think.
Yeah, I gotta say the turkey was kind of like overcooked. It was tough. It was like hard to even cut. The
turkey can be fucked up so easily.
the corn pudding shit sucked, and I thought it was macaroni and cheese for some reason. I just assumed what it was supposed to be. I didn't even like pay attention, and it was not great. It was kind of weird. And then
I think it's easy to fuck up
like
turkey.
some carrot stuff, like roasted carrots, and it's pretty bland. I was not into it. It wasn't that great. I feel like
I don't think
years past there was better stuff.
Yeah, I kind of get why people. I mean, I like turkey, but I wouldn't say it's anything I love. I kind of get why people.
No, I prefer all the other stuff really to the. I mean, turkey's like always pretty decent, but I was looking forward to the sides, and they were all like shit I wasn't that into.
I mean, a lot of people do ham now instead of turkey. A lot of people do
No.
chicken. I think honestly, I think chicken can be better too. Often, I don't know. There's a little bit of a weirdness to turkey. Sometimes it's not that good.
Well, there's like turkey where it's like the bird, and then there's like cold cut turkey.
Yeah, I mean, and they're different. Cold cut turkey is not that bad.
If I got it, I don't really eat that much meat that often, but if I have to get a cold cut, I'm getting turkey without mayo on like
same here.
Whatever like the best type of bread I can get, and then other than
that's the only cold cut I
don't like roast beef. I don't like salami. Yeah. I don't like any of that
ham.
shit. I don't like bologna.
The only thing I could do is cold cut turkey too. I totally agree with that.
A woman in the last place I worked at, she would eat like bologna and salami, white bread sandwiches every day, and that shit just like stinks so bad, man. It's
just so bad. It's so gross.
You know what it smells like? Like BO.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
And then like I'd have to like, go and like help her and like show stuff on the computer, and just like stank of like, flea market meat. And I was just like, I was trying to like be as far away as possible without still being able to see the screen of the computer.
Yeah, no, I'll get you on that. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like lunch type foods that aren't good, like tuna shit. It's gross.
Well, yeah, I'm not into seafood, but I know it's like salmon's supposed to be really good for you. It's got.
I like salmon.
What is that?
I mean, I like seafood. Well, there's omega fats.
I don't. I mean, I just don't like the. I don't know, something about like the consistency and well, fish is okay, but like I can't do like oysters and clams and stuff like that. That's too fucking weird for me. And shrimp too. Just the look of it like kind of puts me off.
Well, I like the other day, like 2 days ago, I poached lobster tail in butter, and it came out fucking awesome. It was like amazing.
I had to have like a lobster sandwich when I worked at Pascal and Sabine, because you have to taste the stuff that you're gonna either help prepare or cook, and it wasn't bad. It was but it had like a sauce on it and the bread was really good, so it kind of masked the meat, and also the meat was I was able to like cut it up so it wasn't like a big chunk of like stuff. It was almost like shredded or something. So yeah, it was not
like
bad.
A lobster roll. Yeah.
And I know lobster's expensive. I mean, it's usually with like a shitload of butter, and it's hard
it's good, man.
Dumping like a bunch of butter with food.
And then I actually later I poached like shrimp in the and shrimp is good in it too. Shrimp and lobster are very similar. That's kind of funny. I know I don't like not liking the look of it, but they're very similar.
I don't know. I just felt like going to McDonald's for breakfast this morning. I got like a egg and cheese biscuit with well done hash brown, and their breakfast.
I feel like going for that every day. I feel like every day I want that, but I don't. I
only do it once in a while, and then I feel like complete shit afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say every day I'm thinking about it, but I don't act upon it.
Well, it's hard to avoid.
It's like being
everywhere.
It's like a heroin addiction. I'm thinking about it all the time, but I don't act upon it.
Yeah, there's. I'm pretty sure there's like they've found there's certain
McDonald's Anonymous,
right? In McDonald's that are borderline addictive to people.
Is there McDonald's Anonymous? You think they have that yet? I feel like you could do that. It's got to be a thing.
maybe when it first started, or like in the mid to late '80s, but I feel like now everyone just kind of accepts what's going on and they don't really think much about it.
Yeah. I'm watching Hook right now. I had it on the background. Got it
Hook?
with the sound off. Yeah, and you know what? What's his name? That composer, John Williams. All his stuff, he likes to recycle tons of stuff. Like this whole score sounds exactly like the Harry Potter stuff. It's like
You're talking
almost right
about the
there.
actual like Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman Hook, or the new one where it's like
No, I'm talking about the Dustin Hoffman,
okay.
Robin Williams one. Yeah. Got Julia, what's her name? I think she's done. What's her name? Julia something? Julia Roberts. Yeah.
Apparently she was like a huge asshole on set.
Yeah, I mean,
the Bell part.
I know Steven Spielberg said he'll never work with her ever again after this.
Yeah, apparently she's just like a real egomaniac and had all these weird demands and didn't want to be around the cast or crew and was just kind of rude and mean the whole time.
And she doesn't shave her pits either. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
That's all right. Well, now you know. Doesn't shave the pits.
Yeah, I thought that was more of like a newer thing to not shave your armpits, like the neo-feminism thing.
I think it's going on for I know that's not new news
for Instagram. Like on Instagram, it's like
that's kind of gone and past though, as far as that
to show off your pit hair and stuff.
But I think that's a little old though now too. I don't even know if that's in vogue anymore.
No, it's like it started, I think, in like the 70s, the initial wave, and then this is like 4th gen where they're just showing it on Instagram to, you know.
Yeah, I know, but that I remember this. I remember that about like 15 years ago. I think that's kind of done. That whole thing. I mean, I'm sure it exists in some fashion. The subculture, right? That's where our subcultures are now. They're on the internet. They're not even. There is no subcultures in real life. It's all just internet subcultures. Real life is gone. There is no real life. There's only viral life. Internet life. And that's the day and age we live, man. It's terrible.
This is the last Grossman. Who is this?
This is Flaming Dragon!
Oh, okay. Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
There you go. I haven't played that in a while. Had to get that in there.
I forgot you had it. Is that
something like
character supposed to be based on a real person?
I guess it's I thought it was Weinstein, but then I looked into it. I think it's some other producer.
No, Weinstein doesn't even look like that.
Well, you know the orc in Lord of the Rings is supposed to be based on Weinstein, right?
What orc? The one you did the Gunberg or Guntherberg or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's the one. Like the one with the fucked up, like lumpy face.
Well, Peter Jackson had something against him.
Yeah, well, he produced it. Yeah, I think he didn't like him. Yeah, he did. He did have difficulty. I'm reading about this right now. He had difficulties making it, which is surprising because everyone seems to love Harvey when I hear about it. I think it's like they like him when they're winning awards. Let's see. Yeah. Apparently, Peter Jackson made the decision to model an orc on Weinstein after having difficulties with him on the way to making Lord of the Rings films. Oh wow. Weinstein threatened to replace Peter Jackson with Quentin Tarantino.
For Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, probably like midway is what it kind of sounds like. It wouldn't have been early. It would have been like midway.
How the fuck is Quentin Tarantino? What?
Or John Madden, the director of Shakespeare in Love. I could see that. He probably would have got it.
Yeah, I don't think that's even based on Weinstein's face. It's based on his penis.
Could be, man. That's what everyone's talking about. I've heard some
horrific stories where it's like this stitched together Frankenstein, like abomination.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of also don't believe it though.
I'm sure Elijah Wood's seen his share of Hollywood penis from old.
He's gone
Jewish
on and
men.
talked about that, right? He's actually said because he has, I guess he has responsible parents. He said how there's a lot of pedophiles in Hollywood, and he was lucky that he didn't get taken away by that because he said he has responsible parents.
Yeah, no, I bet like the child actors who were kind of struggling, their parents probably just submit them to that shit because they're desperate.
I mean, he said if you can imagine it, it's probably happened. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's like that rule something 76 or
something like that.
You know,
I know he said it somewhere.
Next with SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know he said it somewhere. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I know he did say something because I mean he was a child actor involved in that whole scene, and there's been word of a child actor that did sue, that got raped, that is still around and successful. I guess it could be Leonardo DiCaprio. He could be someone who got away with it, got out of it.
Oh, I think every producer and whatever was trying to get Leo bad. He's probably like A1 on the list, you know.
Oh yeah, he was getting invited to all the parties.
I wonder if they all sit around and they're like, you know,
like we just you know tore up Macaulay Culkin. Who's next?
No, I wonder if they're just saying like, I'm going to be the one who gets Leo.
Yeah, probably. I bet you that's they had bets. You know? Yeah,
like $5 million a person. Whoever fucks Leo first gets the pool.
Who's the first one to send him to the hospital?
Well, I guess Weinstein won, right? If you go off the speech,
could be right.
The Punisher.
Speaking of someone who should have got raped but didn't, Daisy Ridley. I don't think she got raped by anyone at Disney, right? She's past that scene.
Unless they thought she was a boy.
But yeah, I guess they could have. That's the thing. You could have mistaken her for a boy. That would have been her only.
That's why she looks that way in the movies.
It could be that. Yeah, she's got an exciting. There's an exciting update about this. Is it exciting? I don't think so. I don't think anyone wants this movie, and I think we all know nothing's gone super great with Star Wars these days. They just named Dave Filoni to be the chief creative officer, so he's the creative director over there at Star Wars now, which is yeah. And they're saying the Star Wars fans are divided. Yeah, because he's not good. But I get it. I'll say this: it's like who else would it be? That's the question. Is like who else would it be? It wouldn't be
this is the replacement from the people South Park were making fun of or whatever.
No, she's still there, but I think she's kind of well. Apparently, by the way, there was something new. Apparently, South Park kept saying how let's make it lame and gay. That was like their big quote. And apparently, the Marvels had a scene that was cut out from because of South Park.
Do you remember that interview we watched with that woman saying like how blatantly she wanted to force all her weird gay agenda stuff in, and they were all but happy to just oblige it and not really give a shit?
Yeah, no, and apparently there was
giddy with how much weird stuff she could force into the movies, and obviously tank the shit out of the.
Apparently, there's a scene where Brie Larson and the black girl in the movie like admit to having a relationship or something in previously. So it was like, but that whole scene got cut, and that was immediately after the South Park episode, which made fun of everything being lame and gay. By
is there's like a following of people who find that I don't know if she's like Indian or whatever, the younger girl in the movie, really attractive, and I was kind of surprised by that.
I'm a little surprised by that. I mean, I saw some. I'll say this: out of the three, I think she's not terrible at the part. She's kind of funny. Like I'll say that it's not like she's not horrible. It's just the whole plot and everything else is bad. She was actually.
How much of it did you actually watch?
Well, she's just sort of like a fangirl of Miss Marvel. That's basically, and then it's kind of that's all. I mean, I only saw.
She has no powers or anything.
No, she does, but it's like that's her like idol kind of thing, like a teen idol. So there is some relevance to it. But yeah, when I heard about this, the failing upward thing came to mind. There's there's a clip from Christopher Lee that he was talking about this and the failing upward in the filmmaking industry and everything here.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I don't name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. Oh, no, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
It's crazy that he's saying that too, because it's every single one of these movies. There's always something that gets blamed at why people don't like it. Oh, it's these internet trolls that have, like the Lord of the Rings thing. It was like, oh, there's all these internet trolls that are review bombing. Like, review bombing became a thing. You know, like review bombing. No, the movie just fucking sucked. If it didn't suck, no one would be saying anything. You know, like that kind of thing. Come on.
That female Ghosters reboot, did they do that
Yes.
at all?
Oh yeah, they kept saying it's like, you know, we're dealing with all these trolls, the internet stuff, all that. That was their big it's exactly what he's saying. It's never their fault. It's never their fault. It's everyone else. Or you know, there's always a finger to blame here. You know, it's very obvious what they're doing here. And Dave Filoni, I get it. All I'll say is that I do get it. Who else would you have in this role? I don't think there's anyone who cares anymore about Star Wars, so I guess he's the only one left. And he's made some flops.
What's the cowboy hat? He's Southern?
I don't know. I think he's just kind of like faggy or something. I don't know. I don't know what his deal is.
Oh, he's got some like Brokeback shit.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say he's straight up born in California. Let's find. Oh, okay. Thank God, not a New Jersey guy. He's from Pennsylvania.
New Hope.
Suburb of Pittsburgh. So he's from Western Pennsylvania. That's basically Ohio.
Wiener from New Hope.
Yeah, I thought you said Wiener, because that sentence flowed together.
You remember that show Wienerville with the puppets?
Yeah. And didn't that have sliming too? That sliming as well?
Oh yeah, I would think so. But that shit kind of creeped me out. My uncle uncle looks a lot like the Mark Wiener guy.
Really?
Yeah, just with less hair. Well, I'm sure Mark Wiener looks like him exactly now. He told me and several other people at Thanksgiving about this Black Friday deal for a 40-inch $99 TV, like 7 different times. And after a while, we're starting to think like he's maybe
he's selling these TVs.
Like dealing with early on dementia.
Oh, dementia, yeah. Could be, man.
Because he was like frantically. Maybe he is selling it because he was like frantically like trying to find the post and like share it and all. And we're all like, okay, you know, like we all know TVs are cheap now.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get what you get though. It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think? We're gonna show up at Best Buy the next day and fight with a bunch of fucking mouth breathers for some $99 TV?
Well, I don't think anyone does that anymore. I think they're just fucking buying it online. I don't think anyone goes to anywhere anymore at all. I think that's done.
Like camping out,
that's
Beanie Babies, and Cabbage Patch Kids and Furbies.
Yeah, I saw someone making a joke about it. It was like Black Friday last night, and it was just one guy who walked through the door, like, you know.
And Tickle Me Elmo. I remember my sister had to have a Furby, and my mom did that kind of shit. And then, like, a year later, it was trash. My dog was, like, fucking it on the floor, you know? It was, like, nothing.
Oh, dude, it was fucking, those were a joke. It's funny how they were such a big deal, and then no one gave a shit, like, an hour later.
What,
an hour? Yeah. Oh, here's the clip I saw. It was the big. I think this is Best Buy, the big grand opening. for Black Friday at the midnight opening, and this is it. Here's the big opening. They open the doors. Got one guy.
Oh my god, what a loser!
And then a bunch of people that are just like working there.
Ugh.
No, I mean no one's fucking shopping in person these days. That's why it's also like Amazon's a fucking monopoly.
You think, like,
if anyone doesn't think so,
you're the only one standing there and lining up. It's like time to just go home.
I mean, I don't blame that guy. Come on, might as well. He's probably like, whatever, I'll just go get it. I'll be the only one. And he was right.
No, I know, but he was probably like anticipating this big mob, and after a while, it's just like,
I guess, yeah, it's true. So you think he'd be
here?
like, I'll come fucking. If you're a regular person, you're like, I'll come 20 minutes later than the opening. Come on.
Yeah, go to McDonald's, get a egg and cheese on a biscuit and a hash brown well done. Feel
Didn't
like
they get rid of the
heart attack in 30 minutes?
They got rid of the all-day breakfast, though, right?
Yeah, it got cut off. I think it's cut off at 11.
Remember they brought it. Remember they made it all day though for a little bit. I think the pandemic.
I think it was because of COVID.
Yeah, the pandemic ruined it. I don't know.
I mean,
I have to say, man, that's the only thing.
Way better than their like regular stuff.
I don't think they do anything good. That besides from that breakfast stuff, I don't think there's anything that's.
I don't know. I've had some terrible hash browns.
Yeah, no, I've had really bad. You're right. That's why it's funny that you said well done.
And
well done is a smart choice.
For well done, we'll just say like, yeah, go fuck yourself and give me this soggy pile of shit. But they
I can see that.
Fucking do it, man. They actually do it.
I think I could see someone being like, yeah, all right, buddy. I'm taking what's out of the fucking thing.
No. And then when they ask me for a tip, I put in fucking 0 and I make sure to look in the eye as I put my card in.
McDonald's now? I haven't been there in like at least 2 years, so I'm out of the loop of what's.
I mean, it's the same shit as it ever was.
But I don't remember there ever being a tip thing or tip jar.
No, not for McDonald's. I'm talking about places that told me, like, gave me like the fuck you on cooking it how I asked for.
Yeah.
And then I stick it to them. I mean, I wasn't gonna tip anyway.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen it's like coffee places where it's like they ring you up and then it's a little touch screen thing and it says it goes to tip and they look at you while you do it.
I mean, it's like Mr. Pink said, when you get in the industry, you should know that you're taking a risk on nobody wanting to contribute. So don't be surprised.
Same thing with Dave Filoni here. No one wants to contribute to you, bud. You're done. Get another cowboy hat. Oh, I'm sure he's gonna get a new cowboy hat after that promotion. So, but
he can buy all the cowboy hats and.
So yeah, this is a movie no one wants to see. I don't know who wants. Like, who's this for? Who is this for?
You and like every other person who still has any interest in Star Wars shit. What do you mean?
I think that's no one. I mean, I don't have any interest in Star Wars. It's done, man. It's like Lord of the Rings now. Everything's done, man. It's done. I mean, I'll see it to see what they're gonna do and be like, and I'll scoff at it, but I have no interest in like seeing it. Like the only thing I think I'm interested in seeing is Dune and the House of the Dragon. That's about it.
Hold on, we got to check out this Napoleon post because it's related to what we were talking about, where he's like not even trying.
Well, it's funny how Dave was saying I've heard multiple people say it's good, so I'm very. I
want it to be good because I like Gladiator and I like a lot of Ridley Scott stuff, but I didn't think it looked.
Yeah, Ridley Scott's really hit or miss. He's really hit or miss.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Well, he's dead. Tony Scott. He killed himself.
I know, but he had some decent shit.
Top Gun?
No, I thought he had other weird stuff like.
I think all I know is Top Gun for him.
No, he.
Man on Fire is okay. It's okay.
Maybe look this shit up now.
True Romance is not really for me.
I thought that was Quentin Tarantino.
He wrote it.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, Domino sucks. Unstoppable sucks.
It's Top Gun, man. I think that's it. I think that's why I killed himself.
Hold on. Let me go through this real quick.
It's Top Gun from the top.
The Fan's not bad. I like that movie with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro.
Yeah, it's okay.
And The Last Boy Scout. I like that movie with
yeah, it's also okay.
Wayans and Bruce Willis. Yeah. That's a good movie.
That one's I like that one.
Thunder is okay.
His Thunder's good. Yeah, that's
He did Beverly Hills Cop 2. That's a good movie.
Yeah, and again, every single thing we're listing here is Jerry Bruckheimer. These are all like Jerry Bruckheimer productions. So I also kind of wonder if it's part of that too. Is it Jerry Bruckheimer who's doing the good stuff here, or is it him? That's the question there. Get those explosions in there. He's the proto Michael Bay.
He did this vampire movie with David Bowie and Susan Sarandon, and I kind of want to see, called The Hunger. Yeah,
I've seen it. It's not good.
Willem Dafoe's in it. Actually, it looks like he's like an extra.
Yeah, I think it's written by Whitley Strieber, who did. He's written alien UFO books and stuff. So
he started with The Wolf.
That's my expertise there with Whitley Strieber.
Oh, he did The Day After Tomorrow with Jake Gyllenhaal, who we.
So maybe that's why he killed himself.
In New York once.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he killed himself.
Fucking weird.
Wait, I thought The Day After Tomorrow was that gay guy who did all the disaster movies.
That's the director. I'm talking about the writer.
Oh, okay.
The writing stuff.
Okay. Not good stuff. Well, speaking of not good stuff, Daisy Ridley's new movie here looks awful. It's not going to be good. I mean, I don't know what this is for. I don't know who the fuck this is for. No one wanted this.
It's a new Daisy Ridley movie that's not Star Wars related.
No, it is. It is. I mean, there is a new Daisy Ridley movie out right now.
Like notable non-Star Wars shit?
Not really, but she does have a movie out right now. It might be Netflix or something. It's called The Marsh's Daughter or some bullshit. It looks like incredibly okay. I don't know, like your parents' daughter, the Marshall's daughter or something like that.
Oh, Marshall,
something like that. King Marsh's daughter. I don't know, King something daughter. Something.
I thought you were talking about the time traveler's wife or some shit.
It kind of has a name that reminded me of that. But she recently did an interview with Collider, and the first thing I think of Collider is this.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Voy Kurag.
Gotta clap for that.
Gotta clap for it. Gotta clap for it.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Amazing. Whoa. Very cool.
Wow.
I mean, that Nerd Crew shit was basically inspired.
Did you have that Pillsbury Doughboy figurine?
No, I don't have Pillsbury Doughboy. No, is that what they had in that clip? Let me see.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Voy Kurag.
Gotta clap for that.
Gotta clap for it. Gotta clap for it.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Wait, are you talking about the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have that. No, that would be actually kind of a cool. I don't have any of that.
Shit, somebody does. Maybe my cousin. That motherfucker, man.
By
the way, he didn't show up, and like nobody
even is he around?
Asked about him. Nobody said a thing. It's like everyone was like glad that he didn't go.
Isn't he in a different state?
No, he's in. I thought he was in. He's been living with my aunt and stuff. In Millstone.
Oh, he's like back. He's back at home.
I thought so, maybe not, but
I don't think he is.
Nobody
man. I think he's in California.
Cared or like talked about him like at all. I kind of felt bad.
I mean,
like
no one even like asked about him. Like
nobody wants him around. Like they're glad that he's like choosing to not show up. And he used to go to
it's family, right?
They used to like have this tradition where they would visit this other family, like his like
your other cousins kind of thing.
Cousin or some shit.
Oh, right.
West Orange. And they told him during like the COVID stuff that he had to get the shot to come because they have like a really old great grandmother and they didn't want to risk her getting COVID from him. And he said he thought that the COVID vaccine was an implant and that he'd never get it. And then they just said like, okay, you're like not coming, and then after that, like they never went there anymore. And I've been there a few times. Their house is awesome. They had like this weird tiger fur like carpet in their basement. It was really weird, but it was like really nice. They're like the guy was a lawyer, and they had this like huge train set with all these like giant fake trees. It's sort of like the Addams Family train set. It's fucking awesome. Like I used to love just like watching the thing go around. It was like a massive it like took up like half the room, and it had like tunnels built in, so the trains would like go through these like underpasses and like through these bridges and shit. It was fucking crazy.
It sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was. And they had Madden before anybody else. Like the first time I ever played Madden before was on their console, and the graphics were really weird. When people would run, it didn't look like they were making contact with the field.
Oh, like one of those.
At all.
Yeah. I could see that. Oh yeah. Back to this. Let's see what she's saying here. Yeah, she said in an interview with Collider, which again, it's embarrassing, that whole thing. That she had this surprise for the London celebration, and I guess no one was probably happy about that. I don't think anyone cared. I mean, I don't know who would care about that. But Daisy Ridley, the big star, Daisy Ridley. But yeah, this is gonna kick off where the Rise of Skywalker ended. Which honestly, man, I would love to have you watch that movie to like see what you like. It's just like insane. Like if you've never seen any other Star Wars thing in it, and you watch that, I would like to see what you thought about it. It's just like it's like a crazy person made.
You'd have to pay me.
I mean, honestly, it really is like a crazy person made the movie. It'd
be
very interesting to see.
Venmo me like $20. I'll watch the movie and give you like a full in-depth review.
Yeah, it's just really weird, man. How it's like nothing in that movie makes any sense. Like nothing in that movie.
Is that the one where Luke sucks the alien tit?
No, it's even after that. I would really like to see your opinion on that. But she said I was shitting myself before I went on stage because no one knew I was going to do that. No one knew I was going to Celebration bar.
She said she was shitting, or she said the word shitting.
She did.
Because that's enough to get like every Star Wars fan, you know.
Yeah, they'd probably buy her underwear.
Yeah, if I pay,
you could buy the underwear.
Shit on me.
It's like exactly. Like it's like a porno thing. You could probably buy the underwear for a couple $100.
I mean, that's probably more interesting than any of the fucking films that she's in.
Yeah, I mean, she's not in any films. Like, I mean, although it's a funny thing, she had that little.
Other than this, is that one you brought up where she's like nude
with
on
Tom Holland or something, little Spider-Man fuck.
Some kind of like, what is it after you're dead? Like an examination board and a.
Yeah, I think it was on a TV show too, or something. The BBC.
Really, they're allowed to show nudity like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right,
they're not like uptight like here.
When I used to see like Monty Python stuff, they had nude clips mixed in.
Dude, I mean, when I was over there, dude, like their magazines, just like their, like their run-of-the-mill magazines, like they have ads that have tits in them. It's like it'll be in there like a perfume ad in a magazine with tits out.
Is the food really as bad as people say?
So when I was there, it was bad. But then I've heard that.
But what do you get? Like, give me like some examples of stuff you had to eat.
I mean, like I had like a burger
generic fish and chip shit, where it's like,
oh, that was I don't like. I thought that was actually kind of shitty too. But I mean, like their like I had a burger. It was awful. I had like eggs and bacon.
Well, that was because of Mad Cow, right? Like their Mad Cow stuff fucked over the burger industry, and they had to do.
I don't know what it was, man. It just wasn't good.
Versions of meat.
I can't say I had anything good there. Like, everything there was bad. I would say like all their food was bad. But then I've heard recently that in the last like 10 years, it's been a way different thing. So it's like I was there 20 years ago, so maybe things sucked then. I definitely thought it sucked.
Doing all like the traditional food.
I think it wasn't traditional. I think it was just like they got a better influx of people making better stuff, you know? I'd say even America, like food in general has gotten better. You know, like you go to like a regular, like you go to like a pub or like just a shitty bar, they'll probably have a decent food that you can get. Like, you know, it's like everything's gotten a little better with that. There's a quality uptick. Same thing I think happened over
if you
there.
go to McDonald's, they'll actually hash brown well done.
I don't think McDonald's is anything. That's all the same shit. Those McNuggets are fucking disgusting.
You know, it'd be interesting if McDonald's tried to do like a lobster roll.
Maybe they have one up in Maine or something. I can see the Mc lobster roll.
No, there are. I thought there like in different places you go in the world. There's different menus at McDonald's, and some of them are actually really good.
So that'd
be an interesting thing to research because, like, our McDonald's is probably different for Dave in Scotland and stuff. You know,
that's also creepy too. Isn't it creepy that you can go to McDonald's in Scotland and have the same tasting food? Like, that's creepy. People don't realize that that's weird. It should taste different.
Not that weird because
because it's all like frozen.
They like sell those. Like, you can get White Castle burgers from the food store and shit.
It's terrible. You know, like that's what I'm trying to say. It's like food should be different every time. You know, I
remember just eating those White Castle sliders, and I like wanted one, even though I knew it was going to be kind of gross. And they like White Castle's known for like having onions on everything.
Yeah, or like Fridays. You can go to any Fridays in the United States and you're gonna get the same thing you would get in fucking any state.
It's like weird.
Because it's all frozen. That's creepy. But the new Star Wars film will be directed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, who directed Miss Marvel, and is gonna be written by Stephen Knight, Peaky Blinders, and it's like,
wow. So the Miss Marvel guys already got other shit going.
I guess so. You really want to go to the Miss Marvel director? It's a girl, by the way.
I would give the guy some time to like see how the movie does financially before getting him another contract.
It is a woman. Charmine is a woman.
Oh yeah,
Indian woman.
You never know. It could be.
It's 2023.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that? You sure about that's not why?
Yeah, I never noticed the black guy's hand on the right. It looks like he's like holding Mickey back from something.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta stay back, bud. You're getting too close. Maybe maybe it's like a restraining order thing. You can't be this close to children. See that, but she said, I know the storyline for one film. That's not to say that's all it is. Kind of hinting at this might be a trilogy.
Oh,
so this might be three. This might be instead of one movie no one wants. Instead of one movie no one wants, this might be three movies no one wants. So that's gonna break new ground.
Lucasfilm logo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but no title crawl. Oh well!
I applauded it for being different!
It broke new ground!
Do you remember or have the episode that clip is from?
God, I guess it's got to be from. Hold on, I mean,
because I really like to know the context.
Yeah, it's from Rogue One. It's from Rogue One. I know exactly what that episode's from. It's from Rogue One.
Rogue One is where the British girl breaks into the she gets like the Death Star plans.
It's gotta be.
There's like a blind Asian guy and Forrest Whitaker. That movie.
You know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm searching Star Wars movie no title crawl because that's what they're talking about. It might be Han Solo.
The title crawl is just like that text that rolls by in the beginning and shit.
All right. Rogue One had no title. It's a Rogue One. I'm almost certain. That had no title crawl, yeah. And like exactly. The little story that's popping up on a Star Wars thing. And
And
scrolling
Breaking
upward.
New Ground was just not doing the same fucking format over and over.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah, but oh, they do it. Yeah, that movie is oh man, people again. I know people like that Andor show. I just I hated Rogue One. I hated every
What's
single
Andor?
character. That's the guy from Rogue One. It's like the Spanish guy. I know Mix
Oh,
likes
Diego,
it a lot.
whatever from. He's in this.
A lot of people have. A lot of people have liked that series, so I wouldn't doubt that it's like decent. I saw some of it. It looks
the same
nice.
guy, but he's in this Imamo Tumien
That's him.
fucking movie where he's like having gay sex with this other Spanish guy and this hot Spanish MILF girl who's really hot. Like she's well built, and they just go around like driving around and getting drunk and having weird orgies with people and stuff.
Yeah, that's him. Diego Luna, I think his name.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Diego Luna. That's a good movie, though. I wouldn't watch it on Thanksgiving.
What does Diego mean? Does that mean day? Doesn't Diego mean... So is his name Day Moon?
I don't know. You said Diego? Because I've been called a Dago before, and I didn't really know what that meant.
Oh, okay. Diego means saint. And I mean, his last name, Luna, means moon. So Saint Moon is what his name translates.
That's like a Frank Zappa offspring.
That sounds like it, right?
Dweezil.
Yeah. Dweezil.
He's got Moon Zappa, Dweezil, fucking...
I know he's got another one.
No, I think he's got like several. He's probably got
Pumpkin Pie, Zappa. Yeah, exactly.
I'll be back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play this. I gotta do the same thing. I gotta play this Weinstein clip because this is evergreen.
Before we begin, I just want to congratulate Harvey and his wife Georgina on the birth of their new baby boy.
Thank you.
Harvey gave us just what we needed, another hymn.
Finally, I'd like to thank Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher, that's his nickname. The Punisher, yes.
Harvey, if I keep thanking you in public, people will think we're having an affair. But nonetheless, if you're choosing sides in the playground before a scrap, I would like to have Harvey Weinstein and Graham King on my side.
Harvey Weinstein, Bob Weinstein, God bless them.
My friends at Miramax for making this film, especially Harvey. And
Harvey, thank you for killing whoever you had to kill to get me up here today.
And to Harvey Weinstein, the tough guy on the playground with the biggest heart. Thank you for saying you'd do anything for your friends, and you always do. Thank you.
And then Harvey Weinstein.
And Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey and Bob Weinstein. Everyone.
Thank you, Harvey Weinstein.
I want to thank Harvey and Bob Weinstein.
My agent, Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher. Old Testament, I guess.
Especially the bomber Weinstein, my godfather.
Is it better than I do?
Sometimes I call him Jennifer. It's a pet name.
Okay.
I would like to thank Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, who believed in us and made this movie.
Harvey, thank you to Harvey.
Harvey Weinstein for his commitment.
And to Harvey Weinstein and everyone at Miramax.
He's Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein and Lawrence Bender and
Harvey and Bob Weinstein. You also break my heart with your uncensored passion.
But I have to thank Harvey Weinstein. And thank you, sir.
And of course, Harvey, who first took me on 20 years ago when I was a mere child sensation.
I want to thank the Mashbuka Weinstein. Mazel tov.
I want to thank the Mashuka Weinstein. I like that one the best. I'm watching Hook, so relevant. R.I.P. that annoying son of a bitch, Robin Williams. I don't know if you've ever seen his stand-up, but you will be annoyed. That's all I'll say. Disney's Wish, which is a movie called Wish, another box office flop. This is I mean, are you surprised? It's the way Disney rolls. Bringing those flops, getting that stock down. What is the stock? What is the stock at right now? Let's see. Actually, you know what? The stock's up. Stock is going up. That's good. It's good news for Lovitz there. Stock's at $96, where it was at $81 at the lowest recently. So that's a big jump. That ain't bad. I like that. I got a few dollars in the Disney stock. Not as much as Lovitz. Lovitz is what's he got? He's got 50K. Okay, I think I'm at like 2K. I'm at like the Snoop Dogg 2K level there. So not quite the same amount, but you know, I got some money in there. But yeah, apparently Wish has come out, and I saw all these critics reviewing it, and I read these reviews, and they're all just like sucking off Disney, and it's just like I can tell every single thing you're saying is fake. Like I read all these reviews, it's all just like, I'm so happily surprised at how good Disney's Wish was. It's so good. It's well done, and take a bow for the 100th anniversary. A bunch of shit like that. Just insert bullshit. I want a gift bag type comment here. That's what that was. I was reading. I was like, this is fake. Now, Disney is known for doing pretty good during Thanksgiving. We'll go through that in a second, but they're known for doing really good box office numbers. I mean, it's not been the case since COVID. Like right here before COVID, the 5-day Thanksgiving spread tended to result in more than 250 million in ticket sales. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I looked at going to a movie this couple days, and Jesus, man, people really do go out to the movies on this weekend. So it is happening. Yeah, here's her looking at this creepy little Kirby thing here. Yeah, the House of Mouse posted its biggest year ever in theatrically in 2019 with 1 billion in global ticket sales, but is yet to recapture that magic. The MCU has been hit or miss, mostly a miss. The Marvels is opening to an all-time franchise low, which is the funny thing is all the internet trolls in quotes have been saying this for fucking 2 years that this movie is going to be like the biggest joke possible. And it turned out to be the case. So I don't know if they're trolls or they're just telling you that how it is. It's been feast or famine for Thanksgiving. And I know we've gone through the pandemic, so we've had some bad years, but it looks like they're going to compete against Hunger Games. Here you go. Here's we're looking at this Thanksgiving 5-day box office. Look at these numbers here. Look at 2018 and 315.6 million for Disney. Or no, this is just for the box office. Okay, you're just going to see, the box office did really well. Most years, this is where they put out a lot of movies. I guess they know people are home and got nothing to do and want to go to a place where they don't have to talk to their family for 2 hours. So you got that. You can see the big drop in 2020. It's kind of crazy. Look at that, 21 million compared to 315 million. It's a fraction.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie on Thanksgiving.
I can't say I ever have either. I know I've seen movies post Christmas, like the 26th. I've seen movies. I know.
I got some new beer. It's a combination of coffee flavoring and graham crackers. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's called Founders. And it's 6.5%.
Oh, nice.
So
you're getting there.
Might be blacking out kind of soon.
Are you continuing the Thanksgiving bender? Did you drink at Thanksgiving yesterday?
Of course, it was like open bar. I had I started with just like some beer because I didn't want to get too crazy, but then they opened up some like Tito's, which is vodka. I was just doing like vodka,
like cheap vodka, right? Really cheap vodka.
Tito's? No, it's not that cheap. I mean, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, but isn't that big jug? Isn't it like a big jug?
Where you get like some aged shit from 100 years ago and it tastes different, even though it doesn't really taste that different.
Is that the Jackson? Is that the Jackson Tito?
Oh, I
could
don't
be,
know.
right? Could be. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you it is. I'm gonna say right now it is.
I mean, I know a lot of actors and entertainers get alcohol endorsements. Like, it's such a common thing. I feel like in Entourage, that motherfucker had his own liquor.
No, it's some
that turtle
frat
motherfucker
guy.
did.
Some frat guy from Texas. No, never mind.
Somebody did. I don't know. I know that like it's a pretty common thing. Like George Clooney's got his own fucking alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, we got to mix in that Johnny Depp Wolf in the Desert playing guitar commercial. It really feels like a Tim and Eric fucking sketch.
It looks like he's been de-aged by like 30 years.
Oh, I think they're definitely.
Like, he doesn't look like that
all the time. You know, it's not like for some period piece where they're trying to make someone look younger. Like they probably do that.
Oh no, I think it's like all digital. We're gonna show it right now.
Yeah,
it's
like
all
it's
digital.
like with like Photoshop when models take a picture and they like soften up some of the edges and like
No, it almost feels like
stretch marks or any kind of acne. It's like the same type of shit. Just
it almost feels like a deep
heightened.
fake. I don't think it's even real. I think it could be AI or a deep fake or something. Like, watch this. It doesn't
Look
even
how many
look real.
speakers he's got.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's sort of like it's like a Caius concert,
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, is this so fucking weird and abstract?
And human. Sauvage. The new elixir.
I guess because he's got that fake wolf wallet chain thing, they think he's just like part of the pack.
Yeah, this popped up, and I kind of think I want to play this too. This is relevant.
Like, later on, they show him like feeding on a dead deer carcass with the wolf.
Yeah, he should be eating it with the wolf. Yeah,
he's like
ripping the alpha
the flesh apart and eating raw meat.
Yeah, they're all waiting for him to finish, so the alpha
Is
can
that
finish.
Bootsy Collins?
The alpha, close enough.
Your middle name is Macho, but I'm wondering if you ever cry. Has Macho Man ever cried?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, because I've cried 1,000 times. I'm going to cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees. Yeah. And I understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy. So if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.
It's quite the philosophy right there, right? Brought in some WCW philosophy. Let's get another WCW in here.
Well, hold on. I don't know like wrestling back then as much as you might. Who was Macho Man? Like, was he like Hulk Hogan's adversary?
Yeah, for a little bit, but he was also at one point a tag team partner.
Oh, so sometimes the
so it's like both. It's like yes and no.
What is it when like you're the fall guy, the heel? Like, so he went from a heel to being like his best friend, and
no, I think the reverse. He went from being the best friend to the heel.
Oh, okay. So he like turned on Hulk Hogan.
He turned on him, and yeah, exactly. And that was the big.
Was that because they realized that he was more of a marketing factor than they originally thought, and then they wanted to build his own thing from that?
I think it's because Hulk Hogan would want to work with his friend. I think that's it. Like he wanted to work with his friend.
Being like a huge asshole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Big time. Yeah, and he's like not.
What's funny,
I mean, Hulk Hogan is not
most positive. Like evangelical motherfuckers always turn out to be the most like sociopathic, egomaniac narcissist pieces of shit.
He's like Hulk Hogan's like all luck. He's not like a talented, like the rest. He's not a wrestler's wrestler. You know what I mean? Like they all thought he was shit.
Stone Cold Steve Austin stuff. He looks like a Hulk Hogan ripoff.
Well, Stone Cold was kind of not good either. It's funny. He's kind of similar. I mean, he was, he's a
white trash hero.
Like when he would do his like stomp a butthole, someone in the corner. It looked terrible. But no one gave a shit.
Like he was a technical awful wrestler?
Well, Hulk Hogan for sure was a very technically bad wrestler. I think Stone Cold was very mediocre.
Yeah, but I don't know if like being good technically matters. It's more about like storyline.
I think it does and it doesn't. I think like Ric Flair technically really good.
I bet like Rey Mysterio was like amazing technically, but nobody gives a shit about some little Spanish guy flying around in a fucking.
Ric Flair technically amazing too, so it's like he's one of those. Oh, Shawn Michaels technically amazing, that kind of thing. And like there's a few that were Bret Hart probably the best technically amazing.
That's the guy who fell from the ceiling.
That's the brother. That's Owen Hart, but also technically amazing. Like all the Harts, all that kind of shit. Chris Benoit.
It seems like there's a lot of wrestling families.
Yeah, there's a few, and then they kind of dominate the area. Here's since we're on a wrestling kick here. Here's the Nature Boy.
Ready? Woo! We on tour, and we're doing it
Tons
better
of coke going on.
Anybody else alive? Now, Buddy Landau, it's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing. Jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
Do-do-do-do. Now slap your hands.
Think Tim and Eric will ever try and make a movie again? Is it Mulan?
God, I've been talking without the mic on here.
Yeah, and it was I
was talking for like 3 minutes.
Well, I got confused because I thought I had like a different window open.
Yeah, that's not Mulan. I'll go back.
I do have a different window open.
That's not Mulan. That's the new Disney princess.
Yeah,
I'll go back to
this
everything
is what I was trying to avoid. I thought I had like the stream window open and the external at the same time, and then I did.
Yeah, well, this is a different thing. It's like apparently a combination of every Disney princess thrown into one. That's kind of the point of the movie, I guess. But it's not doing well, and Napoleon's kind of rocking it here. I saw the theater. I was actually trying. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go see Napoleon. No one's gonna go see this,
you saw
right?
that shit live?
Well, I was thinking, I was like, maybe I'll go see it, and then I went to look at the theater, where you can pick your seats, and the whole fucking theater was packed. So I was like, I'm not fucking going to this. I'm not going to some
opening night
theater. No, I mean it's been out for a few days. Even opening night.
Okay.
Like opening night, it came out on It came out the other day. It came out last. What was it? I think it was.
Do we still have that Owen Wilson compilation?
No, you told me to get rid of that.
No, not the compilation. That shitty fucking guy doing like the impression.
Well, I got more of that. I think he's done a few more.
We had that. I thought we had a compilation of every single time he said "wow" in a movie.
I think I played it on YouTube. I'm sure I could find it.
I mean,
it's not too hard to find that.
The first couple times it happened just by accident, and then he realized people liked it and started forcing it in.
Oh, I think so. I kind of have a feeling they started writing it into the script. Especially
Wow. 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 Wow.
I feel like it's an ad lib.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Well, they even have animated ones.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it keeps going. It's infinite right there. I have this. I was impressed by this. This was a clip that came out that I was definitely impressed by.
Okay.
Sick. Jesus Christ, Frank, you just killed a kid!
Speaking of which, where are you?
Ellie. Whoa. What the hell's everybody doing in my apartment? We having a gangbang?
Is this like fan fiction?
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, boost me up.
Boom! Die, you sucker! Hey, you guys, look, I found this garden hose, right? I'm gonna use it to pump fresh air into the building and breathe into it like a scuba diver. I'm gonna try it out. Oh, botched toe. I botched that one. Oh, that's a botched job. Now this man looks like that's bleeding. I need some trash to plug up the cut. Hey, get him! Get him! Get him!
Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
You gonna be crybabies about it? All right. Take my gun. Yeah.
Have you seen that show, by the way? That's not bad.
What show?
The Last of Us. The Last of Us. Not a
No, but
bad
I heard
show.
it's good.
They're pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, like, it's got its downfalls. Speaking of downfalls, we're gonna talk about Disney Wish here. Downfalls for sure. Projected to make about 75 million. We're looking more like 38 million, but then I'm even seeing worse. I'm seeing this. This is what I heard lately from this motherfucker here, Jantinder. I don't know if his name is real. I don't know. 33 million. It's pretty bad. So it's looking like 33 to 45 when it was projected at 75 million. It's a big hit for old Bob Iger. Taking those losses. Getting hit on the chin like a boxer. Taking those chin punches. Look at these Thanksgiving weekends. This has actually been historically a big weekend for Disney and everything else. Look at that. $400 million for Disney in 2013. Just for Frozen. This is a big fucking number. Toy Story, 245 million. Moana, I think that's some kind of Hawaiian racist thing. 248 million.
Moana?
Coco did good. Yeah, Moana. I think it's The Rock.
I don't. That doesn't sound like it was supposed to.
Even this, the 101 Dalmatians. This goes back to 1996. 136 million back in 1996 money. Bugs Life, that Woody Allen movie.
The new one with Emma Stone.
No, I missed that.
Me too.
Yeah, I missed that one. Yeah, I think I might be over 30, so I've kind of missed a lot of these Disney movies. I don't know. I don't even know if I'd want to show my kids this, though. A lot of these movies, I wouldn't even. If I had kids, I wouldn't want to show them these things. I'd want to have them watch Creed 2. You know, Creed 2. Maybe we'll watch that. Maybe we'll watch Muppets from. Oh no, this is the 70s Muppets. I want some 70s Muppets, right? You don't want Millennium Muppets. You want 70s Muppets. You want that Frank Oz kind of Muppet, right? Like, what's your favorite? What's your ideal Muppet?
My what? Ideal Muppet?
Your ideal Muppet, yeah. Like your favorite mosque. Like, what's your favorite mosque? What's your dream mosque? Do you have a dream mosque that you could think of?
Yeah, I walk in. It's like a bunch of hot Persian women or something, and they lock the doors, and I have to like fuck my way out of the building.
Okay, that sounds like a good dream mosque. I agree with that.
And that's why they all. That's the scenario they're all suicide bombing for. A real person.
Oh no, this is a Sacha Cohen character here.
300 hub for tourism for Muslims around the world. The Imam Zayed Wahhabi Mosque of Kingman.
We don't want that shit here.
You bring him.
Yeah, that's one of
the Simpsons episode with the monorails.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's like they want to put a fire onto everything. Typical Simpsons mob.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it first.
Yeah, that was a big issue South Park had writing anything. Was they just? I know they like built it into the episode, but it really was a thing where they would have so many ideas, and then somebody on the staff or like somebody would research and just come up with the Simpsons that already did it. Like they already did it. They already did it over and over and over.
Yeah, but they have some South Park has some really funny behind the scenes stuff here there. I mean, here's a good one. I saw this recently. Got some good stuff with South Park. Oh, wrong thing. This is Disney. Yeah, this is terrible Disney numbers. But we all know those numbers ain't good, so go to something else.
Hey, Mr. Nakayama, you know that China and Japan are actually a different country? Oh, really? That's right. And if you look at a map, you see China and Japan separated by body of water. Oh.
This place, City Sushi, is new. You know, some Japanese guy opened up City Sushi right next to fucking City Walk. And everyone thinks it's Chinese food and that it's better Chinese food. And that makes him furious. It's super important to these two people that everyone understands the fucking difference. So they do this. Him and Mr. Yakimoto present What's the Diff?
Right, like the diff.
Today we're going to have an assembly on diversity of Asian cultures. Right. And now here is Mr. Liu Kim. And he comes out for
it's like a lightsaber.
Hey, it's great.
Yeah. Junichi-san, give it up, I am Chinese. And I am a Japanese.
Do you feel like the City Walk guy is a stereotype?
Yes. but I guess we have to go a way, right, in order to kind of
make a statement about what it is as an absurd stereotype.
Okay, kids, today we have a special assembly, okay, we're going to learn about the diversity of Asian people. Okay, please welcome Mr. Liu Kim and Mr. Junichi Nakayama.
Ni hao ma, South Park Elementary! Konnichiwa! How are y'all faring? Yay, boy! Did you know that China and Japan are actually different countries? Oh, really?
Trey's going to push it. He's going to push it over the top. And if you pull back visually or pull back on your assignment, he won't get what he wants. Dude, you work at South Park. You better figure out what's funny about that and be able to execute it.
Gail, Asian diversity logo?
I try to give it to the people who'd be most offended by it because they understand it better.
Oftentimes it's more the storyboards that are more offensive, I think, because they're like, Happy's Chinese, so they draw like buck teeth and slanted eyes on the characters. I think most people know what they're getting into when they're working here. Everyone's a target in this building.
You can't even pronounce Aoi Tower!
How do you know you're not just feeding a stereotype?
We are. I'd be hypocritical to say, well, we do, and it's like, there's, especially with that guy, there's been, and it's like, but we're never just doing the thing of like, okay, all the laughs just come from him being a stereotype. Yeah, he's a stereotype, but the story is about this.
Townspeople are officially naming this whole Chinatown area Little Tokyo.
What the
fuck? I think that there's actually possibly some Asians out there that'll feel a little vindicated. It'll be like, yeah, there's a difference.
Oh, there's definitely a difference. Yeah, I mean they're fucking brilliant. Fucking Trey Parker is fucking brilliant. That's so hilarious watching him in a sound booth, like doing like 8 characters at once.
I know. I would accidentally like mix different voices and stuff. Like it's got to be a lot to remember and handle, even if you have notes.
Well, I think he's kind of brilliant with this stuff. He's like a virtuoso of South Park.
I thought he started in just like
theater, right?
Musicals and stuff. Like he wanted to be doing theater.
Oh yeah.
That's why. Remember when they had the whole those 2 like prominent theater directors fighting in the parking lot?
Oh yeah, that was a really good Hammerstein and something else.
Yeah, that's a great clip.
I forgot about that.
It's some weird West Side Story.
That's some like theater queer, like that's some theater queer inside baseball type shit.
When they say Asians are yellow,
Sure are.
I don't look yellow.
You're not Asian.
I don't look yellow.
You're.
What is that?
So what are you saying?
I don't look yellow.
Yeah, you do. We've gone over this 100 times. The shirt that you're wearing blends in. It looks like you're wearing a long sleeve right now. I actually can't tell if you're wearing a long sleeve or not.
When they say,
have you seen this show at all?
Do you think he wore the shirt for the bit?
No, I think honestly that Andrew Santino guy is hilarious. He's hilarious. That guy, he's like hilarious.
Yeah, I saw him on this HBO show about the beginning.
Like easily the best part of that show
in the 70s, and it was pretty good. I forget the name.
Yeah, no,
of it.
he's fucking funny, man. I have to say, everything I've seen with him is very funny. Here's some more bad friends. This is a great. It always comes up on Instagram or whatever you're watching.
Grizzly animal
in Chicago.
Yeah, your mom.
Funny.
A grizzly animal.
Don't talk about my mother.
It's just a joke. Relax.
Yeah, my mother's very pretty.
She's a beautiful woman.
Unlike your cross-eyed mother.
You don't have to fucking get.
I'm not Bobby mother. I'm Bobby mom.
You're so fucking mean, dude.
Well, that's hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not easy. Oh yeah, good show though. I mean, for what it is, I don't think I could ever actually sit down and watch this show, but I like all the clips. I can never
show
sit
or
down
just like
and
a podcast with some clips.
Well, yeah, it's like there's a lot of good clips that come out of this show, but I don't think I could ever watch the full show. Same with Theo Von. Do you know Theo Von? Like he's funny.
Yeah, I saw him live with my my sister, like for her birthday.
Really? Was he good? Because he's a funny guy.
He's okay. He just talked about like a lot of weird white trash people he grew up with, and like borderline retarded people, and people with disabilities, and he had like a mullet, funny. And he had a weird accent. It was okay. I mean, I would never want to like
actively see his
again
stuff.
because I feel like he's gonna repeat the same act.
He's the same kind of thing. It's like he's really good in clips, but I don't know if I'd really want to watch his full show.
No, I'd rather watch.
But he is funny. He's got funny delivery.
Chinese people, do they have like?
Well, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
And I honestly believe this. I believe that you don't know what I am, because several times in this podcast you've referred to China, and then you look at me. Do you think I'm Chinese?
I don't know if you are.
No, be honest.
I don't care if you are.
I don't. I know you. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know that you don't care that I am.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that you don't care, right?
I mean, I do care, but it doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. You're welcome around me.
I know. You love me regardless.
Yeah.
Right? But it is information that you should fucking memorize.
Okay, well, chill, bro. Do Chinese people, do they have like...
Well, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
And I honestly I believe that
what I got from his act was he's kind of like a friendly, borderline racist white trash guy.
I don't think he's borderline racist. I think he's just like born with it, you know?
No, I know. I'm not saying it's an act.
That's where he's from.
I'm not saying it's an act or like a put on. I'm just saying that's what the whole like 30 to... I don't think it even went an hour. And his opener fucking sucked. It was horrible. But at least he was only like 5 minutes.
I could see that. Oh, I saw a new Shane Gillis clip that made me laugh today. This was from today.
Well, if Trump gets reelected, he's going to have a field day.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think he will. Come on. You think Biden's going to win? No way.
I don't know, but he better win.
All day tailgate. I was at South Carolina versus Tennessee. SEC football night game in South Carolina. And I'm standing there, and there's just a tiny fence between me and the handicap section. I just stepped over it. No one batted an eye, dude. Standing there just for real. I was all in the field. I left my friends. They were in the student section. I was just shit-faced walking around. I was like, stepped in, and dude, people were like looking at me like, checks out. Fully checks out.
Yeah, if you just do that.
I mean, that's my face when I'm blacked out. I was just like, this guy, he's by himself. Someone
all his stuff's been great lately. Shane Gillis might be the new king of stand-up comedy these days.
Well, he's lucky he didn't actually get on fucking SNL, because that would have ruined his shit instead of helped it.
Oh yeah, that would have been way worse.
This would have been like another asshole. Like,
he should have been a writer.
Of a role.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had. It wouldn't have been like what it is now.
It has like complete control of what's going on instead of just being like a part of some, like ensemble or what the fuck is it, like community theater type shit.
Right.
Want Ukraine to win.
Oh shit!
Hey,
that's what it sounds like.
I would love for Ukraine to win. I want Ukraine to win, but I'll tell you what, Joe. If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a wonderful Christmas. You know.
There you go. I don't think Ukraine will win, and I'm Ukrainian. But what does that matter? I'm American, right?
Do you have any dog in the fight? I mean, do you watch?
I have no dog in the fight.
For updates?
No, I have no dog in the fight.
I mean, I think Ukrainian women are hot, so I don't want them to get killed.
Oh yeah, I mean, some family members went to visit the Ukrainian town that we were from, and we have some relatives there. And like there's like a father figure that kind of runs the farm over there. He's like fucking like 17-year-old girls. He's like fucking some like 17-year-old Ukrainian hot girl. So it's I think he's doing okay over there.
When you purchase a bride or something?
Pretty much. It's like you got money, you can go fuck some hot 17-year-old. That's basically what it is over there.
Yeah, I think my cousin was doing that with some
Thai girls,
like
right?
Bangkok like some Thai Bangkok thing where
I don't blame him, man. I don't know.
He had back surgery, and then
Those
he hired
Asians, man.
Person who lives with you and helps you like walk to the bathroom and stuff, and probably gives you like, what's that Sean Watson stuff?
Like a sponge bath you're talking about, right?
No, like when you like get jerked off. Yeah, sort of. Like
a happy finish or something. Happy ending.
I mean, if I'm in that position, I'd be using the sponge instead of my hand.
Oh yeah, Mitsubishi, Honda, Toyota, that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what else did I have to talk about? Deadpool or some bullshit or Captain America? I don't know. I don't think I can even talk about it.
There's another.
Yeah, Deadpool's coming.
Deadpool 4?
Deadpool 3 coming out soon.
I thought there was already 3 of them.
No, it's 2. There's only 2.
I don't know. I kind of count the X-Men thing where Ryan Reynolds shows up with like no eyes.
Yeah.
And he's got saw blades and shit.
Yeah, that does happen. You're right on that.
To me, that's like Deadpool 1.5.
Pretty much, right? I mean, how come Deadpool doesn't have Phoebe Cates coming out of the pool, right? Am I right on that? Get her coming out of the pool, that kind of thing. Staring through the window from the bathroom. Like the guy from Police Academy. Oh, no, Beverly Hills, right? Beverly Hills. Judge Nelson. Judd Nelson.
Reinhold?
Judd Reinhold, yeah. Arrested Development made a good joke with that guy. I remember they had him as a judge, right? Was that their joke?
He was actually in it?
Judd Reinhold. Right? Was that the joke?
Yeah, this coffee Golden Graham shit's good. Tastes real good.
That sounds good, man. It's Golden Grams?
Well, it mixed with coffee, but the graham cracker flavorings a little bit more than
the expected. Right.
The coffee's more of like an aftertaste, like secondary kind of thing. I mean, it's all artificial as fuck, but
remember William Hung?
Yeah, from he did like this weird Ricky Martin.
Judge Reinhold. Judge Reinhold is neither a real judge nor has he received acting honor.
Was he? Like, wow. Did he have the Down syndrome?
That's the first time we ever got a standing ovation for the show.
Big time.
No, but did he actually have Down syndrome, or was it more like he had Asperger's or like some kind of milder version?
He definitely had Down syndrome. Not even a question.
That's pretty cool that he was like a viral sensation and pretty much, retarded.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, more than pretty much, right? I would say like fully there.
Think, there's certain diseases like that where you're like a savant, like you can play like piano really well and do like Beethoven shit at will, like you just can pump it out whatsoever. And then there's like other versions where you need like a handler to walk you.
Yeah, that's like this. That's like this right here.
Sorry, I got one spoon. Wooden spoon. A wooden spoon for stirring this up. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's good. Wooden spoon. No, it looks like a wood
Well, they got no clue with that.
Wooden spoon.
And wood.
What?
That's gonna take
No,
a couple
spoon,
hours.
look at the wood. There he is. Look. Someone found
Oh yeah.
See? It's not made of spoon.
Does it really need a wooden spoon anyway?
This. Oh,
There you go. You got the lesser retard.
Hey. Well done.
How come their necks are always so wide?
It's a genetic, man. It's a genetic thing. They all. I mean, the truth is this: like, people with Down syndrome, they all kind of look pretty similar to each other because it is a chromosomal thing. You know, like it's an interesting science.
Like, it makes me think.
Although it's sad though, because they don't live long.
It makes me think that they're not like.
They live very short lives, you know.
I don't know.
Because
It makes me think like they're not. Like
it sucks, man.
An adaptation. They're just like something all on themselves together, like an entire kind of community or like type of race person, and then we just can't understand how they function. They might be like intellectually on a whole other level than us that we can't even comprehend because they can't communicate what they're thinking.
I don't know. I
Because
think
sometimes
I think we can figure it out.
They have like
I think they're just
really abnormal abilities that are much more advanced than anything we can do, and like very certain things, you know, where they specialize.
Yeah, I mean, they're total bros, man. I mean, don't get me wrong on that. They know what they're doing with those ladies, but I don't know, man. It just sucks that they have such short lives. They mostly live until like 50 years old. That's it. That's like their max. That's like their
I'm good with that. I don't really need to go beyond that. I don't need to be like
I guess
some decrepit pile of shit, shitting his pants, needing somebody to take care of me. I'd rather die at 50 or not 50, but like before the point where I need somebody to like wipe my ass for me and walk me out.
I think that's a little past 50, though. I'll tell you the truth.
It all depends, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Definitely depends.
I definitely see relatives I have though. They look like they're shrinking. Like some of my older relatives, it looks like they've like shrunken 1 to 2 inches from the last time.
That could happen, man. That could happen.
No, I think it does happen.
I think to an extent. Definitely to an extent. I mean, I remember I had an old aunt that would. It felt like she was like a Yoda. She looked like a Yoda kind of character. They start to turn into Yodas.
Yeah, no, I think Yoda's based off of
90-year-old, right?
No, I think Yoda's based off of like old Japanese women who are like, you know.
Oh.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Love you, David.
I love you too, right? Yeah.
You help?
I got this. Okay.
No, I love people with Down
TV show
syndrome.
that
They're precious, man. These are precious people. I have to say that.
These clips from that TV show we're watching after.
No, different show.
Oh.
Different show, but that show's good, man. The UK show. What's it called? The Specials? The Specials.
Well, there's a group called The Specials, too. They do, like, ska.
I bet.
Reggae shit.
No, but The Specials is a pretty good show, man. I've been impressed by it. It's a good show. It's interesting. I like seeing these Down syndrome people. They have a great life. People don't think they do. They do. They have a great life.
Younger brother.
Oh shit, man! If I could like pull that off,
it's better than ours. Believe me.
When you speak to your brother,
Yeah.
you need to make sure that he won't be able to speak back to you. Okay. And he'll
Okay.
stand very, very still.
Okay.
When he comes off and finishes his work today, you can have a chat with him and a cup of tea.
Okay. In here, is any fighting battles?
In here at the moment?
Yeah.
Well, I hope not.
I hope not.
No fighting battles here.
No more fighting
Just
battles.
looking very smart.
Yeah.
My brother joined the army a year ago. But this is the first time I'm seeing him in action.
That is your brother.
Hey.
Like I say, you won't be able to talk. If you want to go stand for a photo, go up there.
Yeah, David.
I feel like he does a good job understanding here. Surprising.
Yeah, but do you think there have been cases of people who have like completely faked this type of existence?
Probably,
to get,
right?
You know, like benefits from the government, or like, you know, some hot woman to come sponge bathe them, and then once they're like away from anybody, they turn it off and they just live.
I wouldn't even be surprised if like people at this level fake it a little bit.
I
They know, like,
honestly, like at a certain point,
they know
I
you
kinda
can
wanna
fake it a
try
little bit.
Like I really do. I want to pretend to be like disabled, live off the government, have some like woman, you know, come have to bathe me, like wipe my ass, and then the whole time she's thinking I'm like not with it, but I'm just pretending.
I mean, I think you could fake it a little bit. I think that's kind of what it is expected, you know? Fake it a little bit. I mean, that's what I would expect. I mean, even I'm sure all these people, they know they can get away with things. Like, you know, they could pretend to be a certain way and get away with getting extra cookies or something. I don't know, more brownies, that kind of shit.
I mean, if Sean Penn can do it, I feel like I can do it.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
This is something I look in the mirror every day and I wonder, like, am I there?
I'm retarded?
This is exactly why I avoid the mirror each day, right? For that reason right there. You never know. You're going to see some kind of
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that because you probably never watched Rocky and Bullwinkle before in your life.
Oh, I've seen it, of course. Come on. Canadian
I
type
saw the
shit.
shitty reboot with.
Well, let's see this, right? Do you know the villains? Who are the villains? Let's give some names here. With some trivia.
They're like a short French white guy and some hot woman.
Might not be French. Might be a different country. Let's see. What country do you think?
French.
No, they're not French. I'll say that. I know that.
Oh. Okay.
Might be from a more Eastern. More of an Eastern Europe area. Maybe more of like a contemptuous area these days. From a place where maybe Putin might be from. Boris and Natasha, come on. It's a Russian names, both of those. Come on. Decent show though, I have to say. I always liked that was one of the that's a weirder cartoon compared to a lot of newer stuff.
Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I don't remember fucking any of it.
I mean, I do, but I always liked the Hanna-Barbera shit. I was always.
You know what reminds me of the Beetlejuice animated shit for some reason. I don't know why.
Bit. You know, it's funny how I feel like I've been an old soul my whole life, but I've always liked older animation. Like I always loved that kind of shit. Like I never liked the new shit. Like even that Beetlejuice shit. So I saw it, but I didn't like it like the older stuff.
SOLE.
What are you talking about? SOLE. Soul?
I don't think I've seen any Rocky and Bullwinkle shit.
Oh, I have, man. Yeah, it was around.
Is Bob Hoskins in that?
No.
Oh.
You don't remember like
the guy from
Peabody?
Seinfeld, isn't it?
Well, that's the movie, but you don't remember like the Peabody show with like the little dog and the nerd kid. You don't remember that? They'd go back in history in a time
I don't
machine.
know what the fuck that is.
Jeez.
The extent of my like animation stuff growing up was Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life.
You didn't like Looney Tunes?
That was older than my old. That was too old for me.
See, I never had like a concept of that. I didn't have a concept of what the age was. I loved like Looney Tunes shit. I didn't know. I had no knowledge of what's new
No,
or
it's
old.
not that I didn't like it. It's just like the popularity and releases were not really within when I was.
Yeah, but it was on. It was always like on. You know, like that's
I
my
was
only.
really more aware of like Rugrats and
Yeah, I guess I was a little different. I never liked that stuff. I always thought like, oh, this is too new. I needed that old 1950s shit. I needed like a Mr. Rogers creepy puppet type show where he's got those creepy puppets. You know what I'm talking about? Or like a George Carlin Thomas the Train type thing. Or even Ringo. Remember Ringo was the Thomas the Train conductor?
I probably have seen him before. I didn't know his name.
Yeah, no, I guess there was a lot of. I mean, I was always watching PBS, so I was always on the old shit, I guess. That was like a channel that would come in on the antenna. Remember those antennas back in the day?
No, I'm sure I've experienced that stuff, but like when I started drawing and like animating, that was not the influence I had. It was,
no.
It was like Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, Bill Plimpton, whatever Disney stuff came out at the time.
Yeah, I remember when I got
like stuff with like colored pencils, but
yeah,
it's just too expensive to try and do.
The first time I had like knowledge of any of that stuff you're talking about was like 1996. Like when I got cable for the first time in my life. That was 1996.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, it probably took me like 10, 15 years to be aware of that kind of shit. You know, you're not.
I remember I kind of like I have a big knowledge of like, all right, so how old was I? Like 5, maybe 4. Like in 1991, 1992, I remember all the pre-cable shit, which have been like PBS and Sesame Street and all that shit. I have a big knowledge of that in my head. But yeah, when Nickelodeon came on, it was all great because you had all that shit. You know, I was never a big fan of Rugrats, though. Never liked Rugrats. I watched a ton of it.
The music more than anything. The Mark Mothersbaugh, and Reptar.
Yeah,
and,
like the Godzilla shit, yeah. And I mean, I remember I really liked like I don't know if I really liked it, but I watched a lot of Doug. Remember Doug? I don't think I ever liked it.
I definitely watched a lot of it, but it was.
Did you ever like it?
It was.
I never
kinda
liked it.
Lame and faggy at times, but I definitely did like that a lot.
Like that show Recess. I remember it was on. I never liked it. I watched it. I never liked it once. You know, like there's tons of shit like that.
No, I fucked with Legends of the Hidden Temple. I fucking love that show.
Yeah, I like that one. That was fun.
There was something about like when those motherfuckers would jump out and scare you. Like,
yeah, it was good.
Part of me like wanted me like put myself through that.
Or Nick
experience.
Arcade. Nick Arcade was next level. Nick Arcade, next level.
Yeah, that shit was.
See, I loved that. I was
that
like,
green screen.
you probably, yeah. That's something I wish I was there for. Like I always wish, like, oh, I wish I was on Nick Arcade or Double Dare or some bullshit.
Yeah, Summer Sanders. She's pretty hot.
Oh, that was different. That was a little later. I'm talking Mark Summers, Double Dare.
No, I thought Summer Sanders was on Double Dare.
No, that was a different show with Danny
What's that
Tamborelli. What was that called? Summer Sanders. You could probably search.
I thought she was like a host of several different shows.
No, it was a different show. What was it called? It's called Figure It Out. Figure It Out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I liked yeah, she wasn't on Double Dare. Double Dare was like Double Dare had some age to it. You could feel when you're watching it, like, oh, this episode's from fucking '89. That's the vibe you got when you're watching that shit. Pete and Pete too. It felt like grimy. Though I can't say I ever really liked that show. I watched it, but I don't think I ever really liked it.
No, it definitely felt grimy.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows like that. It's like you're watching it because you were a
Like
kid,
Alex
but you
Mack?
didn't really ever like it.
She turned
Well,
into
I
Alex
actually
Mack?
kind of like that show. Or Shelby Woo. Right? Get some
What was
Shelby
Shelby
Woo in
Woo?
there. Search Shelby Woo. You'll probably remember it.
I don't want to get out of this screen.
The secret files of Shelby Woo.
Okay.
Sounds like Bobby Lee would be in it. He probably could have been.
Shelby Woo.
Search Shelby Woo. You'll know exactly who comes up here.
Well, it's all her old.
I'm surprised you don't remember this. Shelby Woo? Come on.
The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo.
Oh, okay. I thought it was The Secret Lives of Shelby Woo. That sounds better. Mystery Files of Shelby Woo. You got the Karate Kid guy in there.
Fucking the Karate Kid motherfuckers in that?
Yeah. And the Pat, what's his name? Pat.
No, I don't remember this shit at all. Like,
you don't remember this at all?
I don't understand. Like, I feel like we've like gone through the same stuff, but you're like older than I am. Like, all your references are.
Well, you know what I think it is, man. I actually have a feeling. I can tell you what I think this is. I think it's because I have an older sibling, so I was introduced to things earlier than you.
I'm watching like Lizzie McGuire.
Because you were the older sibling, I was the younger sibling.
I'm having to watch like Lizzie McGuire and like.
It's funny how that exists like that. You were the older sibling. I was dealing with 2 years older. Babysitters Club kind of bullshit. Saved by the Bell kind of stuff. Did you watch Saved by the Bell?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
that show
so you
had
got-
some good pussy in it, man. God damn.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
everybody.
Oh yeah, Thiessen or whatever.
Even though they were
and,
kind of like 80s, and the black girl in that show was really hot. Fuck. The one that was trying to have
Lisa
sex with
Turtle?
the whole time.
Lisa Turtle.
Yeah. I mean, damn.
How about the teacher, man? The first teacher, the one from their first couple seasons, Mrs. Something. What's her name?
I don't know that you're gonna have to show me. Or
This is also where I think I was turned on to this show really early.
no, you know it's weird. Yeah, like you're definitely getting a whole different.
I think you're right on that. I had like a
stuff
2-year head up here. What was the teacher? What's her name? Miss Bliss. Miss Bliss. That was the first show. It was called Good Morning Miss Bliss. That was the
I was
pilot.
watching like my sister be obsessed with like the Spice Girls and S Club 7.
Oh yeah, that was way later.
And S Club 7 was like an Australian version of the Spice Girls they were really fucking hot.
I'm talking like 1990. Like 1990,
like S Club
1991.
7 had some really good looking people in it.
Yeah.
I forget it. I'm gonna have to research this shit now. The like
Good
main
Morning
singer.
Miss Bliss. That was the name of the first Saved by the
I don't
Bell.
know. I don't know what it is with like Australians. They're like really fucking hot.
Oh, they got
Just
the blonde
in general.
hair,
Or maybe
blue
they
eyes.
just have like a certain level of entertainment industry that we get because we got like Nicole Kidman and Naomi Watts.
I think it's like
and
an Aryan thing, yeah.
it is an Aryan thing. Yeah, they all look what they're like.
They're all blonde,
hair,
and blue eyes.
Yeah.
Big tits, kind of German. Yeah. Typical Australian shit there. We don't got that. We don't have that now. I mean, I guess we you don't see that too much, the Australians. I think the Australian wave is
We're
done.
talking about we got the Hemsworths. We got
Yeah, but that's kind of old now. You know, like who do you have now?
oh
You have
new?
the Spanish people now. We got Spanish people now.
No,
we got
I don't know.
Ariana
I mean,
Grande.
I mean, I haven't really been keeping track.
I think
it was
I'm not gonna lie. I think
Australian.
it's Spanish nowadays. That's the
Nah, we should
big Bad
always have
Bunny, Ariana Grande. That's the big thing now.
Shit, if we don't have any
Selena
Australians going right now, then that's something I want to research and put some money into. You know,
Like no more Kylie
the next
Minogues.
Australian actress or actor.
No Kylie Minogues. No.
Oh no! What the fuck are you talking about? The Barbie girl.
Yeah, but I mean, she's kind of older now. You know, like
Yeah, but you want to act
of
like
it.
there's no Australians going on. I mean, come on.
Well, you know, the internet. There was all these social justice warriors saying that she was mid. She's mid. She doesn't look good. She's mid. I don't buy that, but
I
that
mean,
was,
go check out The Wolf of Wall Street.
Sure. Yeah, she's mid. Margot Robbie's mid. That's like insane.
You know what I like about that is when do you remember the sequence where
go to Walmart in fucking Pennsylvania and see what mid is.
My favorite sequence is Wolf of Wall Street, where they're talking about how like women are all starting to like wax their assholes and pussies now, and it's like a whole different world. And Rob Reiner's like so shocked and amazed by it, and then they go into the whole sequence of paying for like a dinner that was way too expensive.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Margot Robbie being called mid by men online. These are all. I don't know if you can call these men. That's a quote right there.
I mean, I could be
men.
a woman and make
She's a hard 7.
Hyper-masculinated account right now. You know,
would you say she's a hard 7? Come on. She's a 10. Like hard.
No,
hard
I would say
hard 10.
I would say 7 is fine because she's not like
low,
naturally built. You know, like she doesn't have big ass titties. If she had that face and like
that face with pretty big
like
tits,
double Ds,
that's enough.
then it'd be over. You know,
Still pretty much enough. I would say she's a 10.
Do you ever see like early Dolly Parton stuff? She's like really good looking.
Well, that's what they're saying. She used to be a 9, but now she's a mid at 33. She's 33 years old. 33.
Oh, she used to be a 9, but now that she's older, she's a 7.
Is 33 even old? Come on. I mean, I guess it is. What are we like?
You got to go dog years.
Oh, that's like 104. More than that. It's like 200. Dog years. That's like 200. Dogs live like 10 years. 300. That's like 330.
Live pretty long.
You ever see that Old Dogs Go to Heaven? You ever see that Dogs Go to Heaven movie? That's pretty depressing. Dark. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We get some dark shit as a kid. They don't introduce them to this kind of dark shit. We had like Watership Down.
Watership Down, yeah, that's the.
Yeah, we had dark shit that was around. I remember seeing Watership Down on
the
Betamax.
Great Little Toaster. That movie's fucked up.
I've watched Betamax. That's something.
Bible Goes West.
Yeah, American
Black
Tail.
Cauldron, Dark Crystal.
Yeah, Dark Crystal.
He's like eating these like innocent little, pathetic, screaming like elf midget people. Like that shit is fucked up.
The Elfins. Yeah, the Elfings. The Elfings.
No, I remember like seeing that shit and I like just felt horrible. Like, and it's supposed to be like a children's movie, and the whole time I'm thinking like I'm watching some like fucking World War II movie or some shit. It's like horrible.
I have to say, it definitely always looked really awesome on Betamax. I had an aunt who had Beta. Beta was always the better platform. That was a great platform that no one had. It was like the laser disc of the VHS era, the Betamax.
Do you have any Laserdisc?
No, I never had Laserdisc, but I remember in school we had some.
No, like,
some
does your
Spanish
family at all, or like anyone?
No, but I know it's like a big eBay thing. Laserdisc is a big eBay thing. Like there's the original Star Wars are on Laserdisc. That's the last original Star Wars before they got edited by George Lucas.
I'll be back. I gotta get some water.
Yeah, pre George Lucas there. Yeah, no, I get you on that. Get some water there. Get some water. Deal with William Freakin talking about the sequels.
Watch any of the sequels or have any thoughts on any of the sequels over the years?
Are you putting me on?
No.
I have never seen a frame of any of the sequels. And I'm not interested in them. I actually did see maybe 2 or 3 minutes of Exorcist 2. I was at the Technicolor lab, and one of the color timers said, "Hey, we're running Exorcist 2. Do you want to go in the screening room and have a look at it? And I was over there doing something else, and I said, okay, sure. So I went in the screening room, and I see some guys riding on the back of a bumblebee or some fucking thing. It was unreal. And I left. And now I'm going to tell you the story of the first screening of Exorcist 2, the sneak preview in Pasadena. This was Exorcist 2, and it was told to me by an executive of Warner Brothers, because the executive said, oh, you got to come out to see the sneak preview. It's really terrific, and you're going to love it. You're a grandfather. You should be proud. And I said, no, I think I'll miss it. Then afterwards, he told me the story. These Warner Brothers executives drove out to Pasadena in their big limousines, and they were all dressed up, and they went into the theater, which was packed, turn-away crowds, and they went and sat in the last row. And about 10 minutes into the film, now, before they went into the theater, they told their limo drivers, look, we're going to be in there for like 2 hours and 20 minutes, so, or maybe more. You guys go on down the end of the block. There were some fast food joints.
There's some fast food joints, maybe a White Castle. By the way, search Nefertiti. This is some 500 BC Kim Kardashian type pussy right there back then. Nefertiti. You can search that. You know about Nefertiti? Does anyone know about Nefertiti?
Are you going to see Napoleon in the theaters?
I mean, honestly, I would have if it wasn't like packed. I don't go to a theater that's packed. I can't do it. Can't do that anymore.
Or just like wait a week.
I guess so.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad that it's doing that well.
Yeah, no, I am too. I mean, I don't think it's a bad. It's really good. I mean, I'd rather that doing well.
I mean,
than
it seems like something that
Disney
might be cinematic enough to be worth watching in a theater.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Here's something back in the day. It's an old Dark Crystal commercial.
The Dark Crystal. A struggle between good and evil. A journey to the far reaches of your imagination. And beyond. Join in the struggle to possess.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, remember when things looked awful?
No, I said awesome.
Yeah, but remember also when things looked awful? Like, we didn't have the quality that was today. You know, like, things looked bad.
Well, yeah,
you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it.
Well, we didn't have the context for it being awful, so it wasn't awful.
Dude, even on like our health class, remember we had like these health classes in, I mean, how old were we then? We're like, this would have been 2003. We had like health,
like when they show you how
they'd show you like
they'd
show like an after school special from the 1989, and they'd act like it was new, but it wasn't new. Like you'd have a VHS.
I remember doing that. I don't have any vivid memories from it. Maybe part of my subconscious blocked all that out because it was either too repressed or too embarrassing or something. I don't know, but I really don't have any memories of that.
Oh, there's definitely a video I remember where like a girl gets pregnant, like where she gets pregnant from like her first boyfriend, and like, and it's totally like 80s. I'm sure I could find it. I'm sure I could find it. It's one of those like
one of the
give me like 30 seconds.
Memories I have of that kind of stuff like was a speech class, and the assignment was, what would you do before you died? And I said, do drugs, rob banks, and kill people. And then they put me in this like special class for the rest of the year.
Well, you only did. They should have just made you see Leaving Las Vegas, right?
I don't know, but I got some laughs from the room.
Yeah,
so
you weren't
that's enough for
wrong.
me.
You weren't wrong.
Actually,
If
you don't tell your children about the danger of drugs, you may find a problem staring you right in the face. A problem that won't go away, or even worse, one that does.
Oh my god, this is
It's terrifying, right?
scary.
So scary.
Shit.
Got to deal with that, man. We got to show them in school now.
Yeah. Wow. That's like more impactful than half the horror movies I fucking had to endure.
Yeah, man. Well, this is your brain on drugs. Remember that with the egg?
Yeah, that stupid frying an egg. That most people just made fun of that bullshit. I mean, but there was one heroin ad that I saw that was really fucked up and really stuck with me, where it was this British guy saying, "Oh, it's just I'm trying it out.
I'm just trying it. I remember that.
Get away from it." And then
I remember that.
The other clip is like, "Oh, it's just my friends and I are doing it." And then the other clip was like, "I don't know what's going on. I can't stop." And then the last
from
clip
Seattle,
is,
we can't stop.
Body just like disintegrating and they're like completely lost.
I can't stop listening to Pearl Jam. I don't know what's
really
up.
Fucking me and made me never want to try heroin.
It's like this Alice in Chains.
I mean, as much as like
too
people
long.
make fun of this shit, some of it is really disturbing and impactful, and made me never want to do it. Like when I see the clips of somebody,
it doesn't
to
seem
their neck,
fun to do.
like a hole in their neck. I don't want to go and smoke a cigarette ever.
No, and I remember watching.
Even
I
if
mean,
that
I've
one
been
would
to
happen.
I've been to a party where I saw people do heroin, and I was like, that seems horrifying.
Shoot it or snort it?
Shoot it. I saw people shooting heroin
Really?
before. Yes,
I've
it was
never
crazy.
seen
It was
anybody
crazy.
shoot anything
In
like
Philadelphia, a Philadelphia New Year's Eve party, circa 2008, probably around then.
Yeah, Philly's an angry.
Yeah, I saw people
dirty
shoot
place.
heroin.
I fucking hated living there. You know that it was like the when I was there, it was like the stabbing murder capital of the world. Not the world, in the United States. Like more people got stabbed to death in Philly than anywhere else.
Yeah, I thought I was like
So,
being like a
violent
scumbag.
and hateful. Like, everyone just is so miserable and not wanting to be there for some reason.
Yeah, I thought I was being like a scumbag rolling a blunt, and I was like rolling a blunt, and then I saw these two people shooting heroin, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not there. I'm
Sign
definitely
me up.
not there at that scumbag level. That was interesting. In Philadelphia, in Fishtown. You ever heard of Fishtown? I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I saw people shooting heroin.
You remember Duck
At a New Year's-
Island?
Oh yeah. I played a band. I played a show with Duck Island.
Yeah, and one of the people that you played with, they came off and they said you sound like the Velvet Underground.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
never a
was
good.
so
That's
weird.
never a compliment. That's not a compliment. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows? That was an early show I've ever played too. I remember that.
Was it Duck Island or Goose? Oh no, Goose Island's like a brand of liquor.
No, it's Duck Island because right around there, but by Trenton, in the middle of the like in the Delaware River, there's an island called Duck Island. So that was
No, yeah, I
reference
used to
that
when I
island.
would have. I would take the train to Philly and we would pass Duck Island as a stop.
Right.
Over again.
I know.
Yeah, I did not like living there at all.
No.
There was this one woman on Broad Street who was like a street person and had a shower
street
cap
urchin, an
and
urchin,
gown.
right?
Like she just was released out of a mental institution, and she was near my bus stop, and she'd always hang out near the garbage, and I would see her
Right.
like just
Well, where else would she hang out by,
out
right?
of the trash and eat it.
Would she hang out by the clean, like a laundromat? No, it's gonna be by the garbage. I know.
No, there was a there was a laundromat across the street.
Nearby. Oh
Yeah.
wow! So she was like in between worlds, like clean and dirty at the same time.
No, I think I don't know.
I can tell you what
laundromats are
happened.
great.
Tim, that was great. Oh, how would you know? You're always too drunk.
Beth, what is your problem?
Nobody knew it was going to happen.
It was only some drinks until one mistake made it one too many. At 8/7 Central tonight.
Is that Val Kilmer?
That was Val Kilmer. I guess he made his way into an after-school special. That's the thing. There was these after-school specials. Remember that? That was a thing. We got indoctrinated by all these things. Little did they know weed would be legal in a few years and that kind of thing. Weed was so demonized at the time.
Yeah, I mean, people. Well, I mean, it's
Dude, we had people that were kicked out of Allentown.
If you want to call it a gateway drug, because yeah, you're not going to go from nothing to heroin right away. You know, you're going to smoke some weed, you're going to get drunk, and then eventually.
Yeah, how many people you know that went from fucking weed to heroin though? I don't think I know any. That's like absurd.
No, I'm just talking about like the theory or
that was whole, the theory at the time.
Gateway drug connotation. I mean, you can't have heroin will never be a gateway drug because you don't start from scratch. You know, it usually builds up to that point.
I mean, I think the biggest gateway drug is probably cocaine or cocaine.
I was gonna say coffee.
I'd say cocaine. That kind of takes people into other territories there.
I mean, I've had weak Coke and I've had strong coffee, and the strong coffee was
the coffee's
more
better.
impactful.
Well, I've had
I
good coffee.
tried that espresso machine out. It fucked me up hard.
Oh yeah.
I almost had like a panic attack. I really thought
I want to try that shit, man. I like some strong coffee there.
No, it tasted amazing, but like it made me really anxious. Like my anxiety just went fucking.
I guess
crazy.
I am addicted to coffee. I'm always chasing that good coffee, man. I'm chasing that good coffee.
You have
the brown horse, man.
Shit at home, like a.
Oh, I got that shit at home. Yeah.
What, do you have like an espresso machine?
No, I got a coffee pot. That's way better than a Keurig.
Try espresso, man. Like that shit is addictive. Like it's.
But if I'm at like an Italian restaurant, I'm always ordering espresso. Like when I'm always ordering espresso there.
And I need to get through the rest of the day. If I suck that shit up, I'm good. I'm like hyper for like the next 2-3 hours that I need to be.
You know, like a good like Italian place when they give you like a
like
lemon peel.
You
ever get a lemon peel with an espresso? Yeah. You ever get a lemon peel with an espresso? That's how you know you're at a good place.
A lemon peel?
Oh yeah. That's the sign, man.
That sounds
that's
like
the little like Tom Hanks sign. No, it's like it's got a good. You put the lemon peel into your espresso, and it's got that little lemon. I mean, that's a big thing with Italians. They love those lemons.
How the fuck are you getting lemon peels?
No, I'm saying like an Italian, like a restaurant.
I've never had that before.
Oh really? Oh man, that's the thing.
No, I'm just talking like a shitty like K-cup.
No. I'm saying you go to like a restaurant that's like a good Italian place. They'll give you a lemon peel with an espresso.
Oh,
they know that goes.
It's sort of like the orange peel with an old fashioned. They rub it on.
Yeah. It's like you throw that into your espresso.
Do you think butt chugging is real?
Oh yeah, boofing. You're talking about boofing? Yeah.
What's the difference?
Definitely real. Same thing, boofing. You ever heard boofing?
Well, I heard Stevie Nicks once snorted coke up her ass.
Yeah, it's boofing.
She, by the way, like if you ever seen her younger, she's like amazing.
Oh yeah,
she's
definitely.
Really good. She's really good looking.
10 out of 10.
And I don't mind their shit because.
Oh, it's good, man. It's really good.
I've heard rumors.
Well, they're like
over and over again without trying to, just because
the rumors are true,
or like the radio and all that kind of shit. I don't mind that at all.
The rumors are true.
What, the guy's balls on the cover?
No, I just that the album's good. It's a good album.
Have you seen the album cover where he has this like weird testicle thing going on?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I have it. I think I have it on vinyl. It's a good album, man. Yeah, I mean they're good, but I think it's like she got lucky being involved with these like seriously good musicians. Like everyone in the band is like
it was
seriously good musicians, and then it's Stevie Nicks. Like yeah, let's
no,
get a
no,
hot.
no, no. I thought it was like they were a British group, and then Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks came together
In
from
one,
California.
Right.
And
No. Lindsey
they were
Buckingham's
like
from.
Then they became like a singer-songwriter duo from that point on. And then the keyboard player is British, the bass player is British, the drummer is British.
Lindsey
and then-
Buckingham's British too. I think
Is
she's
he?
the only
Oh,
one.
I thought he was from.
I think she might be British too. I'm not sure. I mean, there's other women in the band too. There's a couple others. She's from Phoenix, so she's some fucking selling leather, turquoise type trash, like desert trash. She's desert trash. But everyone else from the band is like straight up from England. She was fucking Joe Walsh for a little bit. Shit.
No,
Don Henley. Wow,
what it
she
was.
made her way.
They were already like in a well-established British group, and then Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham joined from California when they met them there.
All right, no, I'm wrong.
That's what it
I always
is.
thought.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
No, you're
about.
right on this. I always thought.
Yeah, I've
Lindsey
seen
Buckingham
like
was British.
British
He's from California.
documentaries for like
Yeah, he's born Palo
several
Alto.
years now.
Yeah, he's Palo Alto. He's some fucking. He's also desert trash. He's got a lizard tattoo and everything. That's the sign of a
Yeah, but
lizard.
Lindsey Buckingham got fucked over, man, because they somehow wrote him out of the writing credits and not syndication, royalties, even though he like was clearly one of the main songwriters from all that shit. So I don't know how they worked around it, but they just didn't like him as a person. I guess he was too
That
much of
sucks.
an egomaniac.
He's one of those underrated guitar players I would talk about.
No,
I had a
yeah,
list-
him and
he's
the
really
guy
good.
from the Doors, I always really liked.
Oh
a lot
yeah,
because
that guy's great.
They would finger pick and do like really weird flamenco jazz.
Yeah,
instrumental
Robbie
stuff,
Krieger.
but with like tons of reverb and like psychedelic effects on all their stuff. And yeah,
Yeah, they're good. But also, I mean, really is Lindsey Buckingham's a very good guitar player.
I know,
Bob
but-
Welch, by the way. Bob Welch, another good Fleetwood Mac alumni. Bob Welch has some good 80s songs. You ever see his 80s songs? He had a couple of hits there in the 80s.
Bob Welch.
Bob Welch.
You're gonna have to show it or share it because I've never heard of him before.
Sentimental Lady, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Who's Bob Welch?
I'm gonna play a song by Bob Welch because Bob Welch is great. He's a very underrated Fleetwood Mac member here.
Is he the bass player?
Yeah, piano player. Backup singer.
But I could look away and you'd be gone.
Total 70s freak.
Time, the meaning falls in splinters from our lives.
Video drum?
I think that's the YouTube channel.
Is that from the movie?
No, YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yes, and all of the things that I said that I wanted come rushing by in my head when I'm with you.
Oh my God.
Teen joys and the will to be
He
married.
looks really old.
Oh yeah, he looks like old at like 40.
Love into my life again.
Really awkward kiss.
Yeah.
Really awkward kiss. Brought on my cocaine. This won't get flagged at all. No one will flag this. No one cares about Bob Welch.
I really hope not.
I would assume not. I think I could play this whole album. No one would care.
Oh my god, they keep like really forcing this.
It's like some like, you know what I would say, like proto cars type shit. Bob Welsh. I like the Cars.
This is
but,
before the Cars?
No, he's not. He's from
No, I like the Cars a lot.
But I'd say he's like proto Cars. He's like inspiration to the Cars.
I like Devo a lot too.
He could be involved with that a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. He's like an LA fuck. He's like an LA guitarist kind of thing.
I know Devo's known for like the cone hats and Whip It, but a lot of the other stuff is really fucking good.
Really good composition too, you know, especially for rock music, a good composition. I think Bob Welch was fucking Christy McVie, who was one of the Fleetwood Mac women. I think she's dead.
Playing?
Yeah, I think she's dead. Oh, she died in 2022. 2022.
Only two of them. There's the keyboard player and
they're all
and singer, and then
and Mick Fleetwood's dead, right? Oh no, Mick Fleetwood's alive. Mick Fleetwood's alive. The proto starting of the band is alive. The drummer, John McBee,
that got to fuck Stevie Nicks on the cover.
I think they all. Dude, I think they all were with her. That's kind of the word.
I mean, she looked really fucking good.
John McVie was with her, but he also was with Christy McVie, obviously, because they married.
Do you think Dolly Parton had natural?
What do you think about? What do you think about her halftime?
Implants.
What do you think about her show?
What?
What do you think about her Jolene performance right there the other day?
I don't know what you're referencing.
She just did a halftime performance the other day on Thanksgiving, 2 days ago. Dolly Parton.
Oh, I thought she was dead.
No, she did the whole Jolene song for the Cowboys. That's what everyone was talking about. Everyone's like, "This
I
bitch
thought
is
it was Jack Harlow coming out of an igloo."
Yeah, that was for the Packers-Lions game, and that was awful.
You have a clip of that?
Oh God! I mean,
I felt like I was watching a board game come to life.
That was embarrassing. I don't understand who he is or who a few of these white rappers are. You ever heard of Baby No Money? You ever heard of Baby No Money?
I mean, come on.
Or BB No
if
Money?
You're a white rapper, that in itself is enough for a platform.
Do you know who Baby No Money is? BB No Money?
No.
You ever heard of that? Well, he's like a Jack Harlow 2.0. I think.
I mean, to me, Jack Harlow is like that Macklemore guy.
There's way less. There's lesser versions. Here you go. I saw this by Barstool. They did a tweet here. It's called Jack Harlow put on the worst halftime performance your eyes will ever see. This is the igloo thing you're talking about. I didn't see it.
I thought it looked like a board game.
It looks like, I guess so. Looks like
some hungry hippos thing.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about the Dolly Parton thing, though.
I thought she was dead.
No, she actually kind of looked pretty. Everyone's talking about how hot she looked. That was the big thing.
She's like fucking 80.
Yeah, she still looked pretty good. She looked pretty damn.
Don't do this.
She looked pretty good in this outfit. Everyone's talking about it.
Oh my god.
Fucking G-MILF right there. The ultimate G-MILF.
Fuck.
Yeah, here you go. Tony Romo got all horned up about it.
You saw that coming, didn't you? You said,
she looks so good younger.
Oh, yeah.
And
she definitely did.
You know what's weird? It's like she used to wear wigs.
I mean, she looks amazing.
Very early on. Even though she didn't have to. She just preferred
look how it is true. Tony Romo's all horned up here.
No, he's
I guess that's what happens when you fuck Asher Simpson, who's like 300 pounds.
No, Jessica Simpson.
I mean, she looks amazing.
Same.
Right?
You never know
Ashley Simpson is her younger sister. Who's all
she's
hooked up.
absolutely an American treasure. That's for sure. And
she was wearing
definite American treasure.
I don't. I mean, I never like Romo as a player, but I don't mind him as a broadcaster because he's just kind
Oh,
of.
I hate him. Oh God, I hate him. It's fun. I totally
What's the
disagree.
alternative? Another fucking.
I hate him. I hate them all. I hate them all.
From
I hate them all.
NBC.
The only good one is Al Michaels, and he's on Amazon. That's the only one I like. That's it.
Did you see the clip where they showed him the sandwich, and he said he wouldn't eat anything with vegetables on it?
Who, Al Michaels?
Yeah.
No, I never heard this.
Look it up. He would only eat the sandwich with only meat. He wanted like completely.
Oh, I'm finding this. This is popping up really quick. I didn't even have to search much. I searched Al Michaels and it popped up right away.
Well, it happened yesterday.
Oh, okay. No, it says a month ago. 1 month ago.
The fuck? No, it was yesterday.
I think you're late on this. You're late to the game.
No, I'm early.
I don't know, man. This says a month ago.
I'm in the future.
Is it true that you have never knowingly eaten a vegetable in your life?
That is true.
That is true.
Crazy.
I was born when my parents were 18 and my mother hadn't even read Dr. Spock at that point. So she just let me have the run of the course. And I always push the vegetables away. To this day, no. And I
he hates greens.
Is that man
He's missing
does
out.
not need vegetables to survive.
But is it just possible that you would like, I'm thinking of one of the more non-objectionable vegetables, a carrot?
Oh, please.
Carrots.
Please.
That's kind of objectionable.
No, that's
I
an
don't know.
objectionable.
Come on, man.
I agree with that one.
Leave him alone.
I mean, I would say like a green, like a broccoli, like a salad. That's less objectionable. Or corn. Corn. Why not corn? Corn's the basic bitch to vegetables. It's, you know.
I don't know. This corn pudding really pissed me off. I wanted mac and cheese.
Well, corn also like.
You know what? We went through like all
fresh
that
corn in
Thanksgiving
October.
trip, and people talking about mac
November.
and cheese, and you
Man.
said it was not appropriate, but I was missing it so hard. Like I really wanted some mac and cheese, bad.
Yeah, I mean, I it's funny. I did penny vodka, which
Right
is like
now, like
Italian.
I might just like drive to the store or order some mac and cheese. Like I
I
need
mean,
it.
maybe it's like a New Jersey thing, but I think any holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you should have some sort of Italian pasta. You know, like I get
Well,
again
what
that
we
could be a New
usually
Jersey
do
thing.
Is
Like it's always appropriate to me.
we usually do some like shell type shit, like
Or like a
ricotta
manicotti.
cheese.
Oh,
What is that shit?
Stuffed shells, manicotti.
Like
Oh, yeah.
lasagna.
Really great.
Yeah, manicotta. Yeah, like that
Manicotti
kind of
and
shit.
stuffed shells way better than lasagna. Lasagna is like second rate to those two.
Well, lasagna is like that green bean fucking casserole. You know, you just stack a bunch of cheap shit on top of each other and pawn it off.
Yeah, I mean it again. I don't hate it, but it's so 50s. It's like 1950s shit.
No, that fucking deli in Manawan had such good Italian pasta dishes, and I used to get like tombstone pieces from that place that had like vodka pasta.
Are you
on
talking
top
about
of it.
the grocery store?
Well, no, they had like pre-made like tombstone. They were not like really
Lavotis?
tombstone. But they, in theory, they were tombstone pieces, but they're like much bigger and expensive with the ingredients.
You're
Inexpensive.
talking about Lavotis in Manawan? I think
I
they've
don't remember the
expanded.
name. I just remember. I vaguely remember what they sold, but I got like a vodka pizza, almost like tombstone thing from that place, and
That area, man. That area is a very good spot for food. It's like
it
surprisingly
is. And
good.
why? Like, what the fuck?
I would say this. There's a very fancy restaurant in Keyport called Drew's. That might be the best restaurant in New Jersey. It's called Drew's Bistro. Might be one of the best places I've ever been in my life.
What are they selling?
I mean, it's expensive shit, but it's also like I think he's got kind of like a Cajun flair to his stuff, but it's fucking awesome. I mean, I'll pull up Drew's
Like
Bistro.
a restaurant?
Yeah, it's like a restaurant, but it's very small, like only limited tables. But
Yeah, there was a really good
Real big fat guy,
breakfast
too.
place I used to always go to near your house, where it was right past one of the sesame crust pizza places, and it looked like a old 50s diner, and they used to have these
that place is good,
bialy. They're called bialy bagels, where they look almost like a flagel. It's like a bagel with the stuffing suppressed, and they would cook seasoning into the dough, and that place is really fucking good. I mean, it's like 40 minutes away. I would almost have to like go there and in a day like visit 3 to 4 places at once and just take like a whole bunch of fucking food back with me.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to do it. Like I want to go to like both those pizza places again and get like large pizzas with. They used to do really good mozzarella sticks to where it didn't have a lot of cheese, and the
good breading,
the amount of like breadcrumb and outer crunch was thick. You know, because sometimes I get mozzarella sticks and it's just like shitty cheese running out when you
frozen
get it, and it's just like it's just like nothing. It's like I don't even want to bother with it.
But by the way, this place right here, the voodoo shrimp that they're talking about was fucking unbelievable. This like Worcestershire cream sauce with jalapeno cornbread. It was unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
What's the name of it?
It was shrimp that was on this like it was like shrimp and a cream sauce.
Oh no, the place Drew's.
You've never been there.
I've never been there.
No. It's expensive. I never took you guys there.
What's a hush puppy?
That's like a corn fritter kind of thing. That's very southern. It's good.
So what is this place known for?
Like kind of a Cajun-y type stuff, you know, more of
like
like
New Orleans type of shit?
I guess so. But that voodoo shrimp, man, really good shrimp in a cream sauce that's kind of spicy. And at the bottom of your plate is this jalapeno cornbread.
What's andouille?
Andouille is a sausage. This is this place is a very fucking. This is a very
I want
southern.
the Benton's mac and cheese.
No, honestly, anything you order here is
it's like
good.
a bacon mac and cheese.
Like if you see something you like, it's gonna be good. It's one of these places.
Is this a chain?
No, it's this guy's like by
now, man.
himself.
I don't want to like.
This guy like does his own stuff. He's like a professional chef type shit.
I'm gonna have to order from McDonald's now.
Big fat guy, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna have to get a
steak, man.
I'm gonna have to get
your steaks are unbelievable. Like that steaks are so good.
I'll have to get a McDelivery.
Like all their food was great. Like I've never had anything bad here. It's great.
Jesus Christ, this looks like some high-end shit.
Yeah, I would say this is a place that I've been to that I was like, this place is like should be in New York City. Like when I was like, this is like a New York City type place in New Jersey.
Yeah, I don't want to see that shit because I'm like not gonna
like
be
unbelievable.
able to go there and get it, and you're making me like.
It's probably like I would say it's like one of the best places in New Jersey.
Yeah, Drews, you're getting some weird indirect advertising right now.
Oh,
you know what's fucked up? So I went to McDonald's this morning, and 3 to 4 different ads have had on my computer or on television.
Oh, as soon as you go there, right?
Ads. It's so fucking insidious.
Well,
they're
here's
tracking
nothing.
shit. Like they're tracking it.
Well, here's crazier. I've been thinking about it for, I always think, like I said, I wake up every day and I think about it. I see it in my ads too. Like I don't even type it out or go there. I still see it too. I see all those ads you're talking about. I get the same thing.
Think about what?
Just thinking about McDonald's breakfast. I just thinking about it. It pops up on my screen. That's creepier. I don't even actively go or type it out or put it in my GPS. I still get the ads.
Yeah, but that's just happenstance. That's because they have so much marketing.
No, it'll be like the same day that I'm thinking about it. That's strange.
I'm telling you
maybe
right
coincidence.
Now, what from the moment after I picked up my order, from then on, all my ads and stuff were McDonald's ads.
Well, did you actually put it into an ad?
They immediately knew that I had gone there and catered.
Did you pre-order it?
Like
on your phone?
I used a reward for a.
Well, that's why.
I used a reward for a half price touchdown, and then I used. What I did was I rolled up with like one reward because you could only do it per order, and then I went back and ordered again and used another reward for a $350 reward point for a large iced coffee, and it was fucking good. Like their coffee is not bad. I mean,
no, I've
had coffee from like non-fast food places, and it tasted shittier than the stuff they're offering. So
I think their coffee sucks. I'm on the fence on that.
Like,
I disagree.
In comparison to reference
like Dunkin'
places I've gone
Donuts
to around me, it's not.
It's similar to
that
Dunkin' Donuts. It's like Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, the same kind of.
I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts anymore. I don't like this shit.
Yeah, I don't do any coffee chain wise anymore. I'm done. I'm making myself.
Well, now if I'm in the office, I get free K cups and stuff.
Well, you
how
get
much
that
coffee have
espresso
you
shot.
drank in a day? Like far,
I don't drink a lot of coffee.
How many K cups have you had in a day?
I usually do 2.
Really?
That's it.
And you don't get like stomach pains or anything?
No.
Oh, when do you drink it? What times?
I mean, I'll drink one in the morning and one about
No, like what
late
time?
afternoon.
Like what time in the morning?
Like when I wake up.
9?
Whenever I wake up. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, around then.
So you drink one coffee at 9 and then.
Well, no. Here's the big secret. I'll tell you this. This is a big secret. This will make you feel good every day. When you wake up, don't drink coffee. Drink a full glass of water. Drink a full glass of water and you'll feel great. Realize, like, after you drink a full glass of water, realize how good you feel.
Well,
you'll realize it. You will.
Usually,
that's the best feeling.
I've been doing this for like 3. I don't know.
Like really try to overdose yourself on water
I've been doing this
early,
for like a year
and then drink coffee.
Where I just drink room temperature water with some lemon in it, and it's supposed to help your digestive system.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. And I mean,
But
I
then
like
you have
coffee
to,
after
you have
that
to,
water.
like, make sure you brush afterwards because the lemon will corrode the enamel on your teeth.
Yeah, it will. It will. I mean, so I'll do a big water in the morning, and then I'll do a coffee, and then later in the afternoon, say like 3 o'clock.
Well, like
I'll do
what time do
another
you drink
coffee.
the second coffee?
Like 3 o'clock.
Okay, so like right before.
That's it. I'm done after that.
Like to get you through the rest of the workday, because you're
exactly.
You got it. Like honestly, like I start to crash around like. Oh, so like sometimes I'll.
And then here's my other thing.
Where like I eat way too much at lunch, and then if I eat too much at lunch,
I don't eat lunch
afterwards. I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and then I need to stimulate myself and drink caffeine because.
See, I don't eat lunch. I don't do lunch. I don't do lunch. I don't do breakfast. I do like
fucking monk.
Pretty much, yeah. I'll do 16 and a half almonds at lunch.
The fuck?
I'll do 100 calories at lunch.
When do you
That's
actually
all I do.
eat food?
At dinner. I do one meal basically. I'm like a caveman.
No, you're like the opposite. You're like some
treat myself
new
like a
age,
caveman.
You're on like some new age diet with like a pan flute.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm like Peter Pan.
No, a pan flute is like
right. like a Puerto Rican thing.
Is it?
I guess so.
I thought it was like those fucking
Colombian. I don't know.
Recorders you get.
Could be. But here's another thing. I like later at night, maybe around 6 o'clock. I do a black tea. Black tea.
With caffeine in it?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, black tea. It's like it's not as much as a coffee.
Why do you want to be?
It's like an English breakfast tea.
That late.
That's see. The thing is this: I'd rather do that than a coffee because it's not as much.
Yeah, I don't want to do either. I don't want to be ingesting caffeine that late.
I'm telling you, man.
I can't go to sleep.
Do a black tea and realize how you feel. It gives you a very good feeling. It's because it's in between like a high caffeine level and a low caffeine level. It's a very nice feeling.
I
love a black tea.
Track caffeine levels.
Well, it's like, it's only like, I mean, I think coffee is like 200 milligrams of caffeine each time. Black tea is like 50 milligrams. So it's like, it gives you a little bit of a pulse, but not much. And it's nice. It's a very comforting, like tea is a very nice, comforting feeling. Like black tea, not green tea. Black tea is a little stronger.
What's wrong with green tea?
Green tea is a little less. It's not as much caffeine.
I don't want caffeine.
Yeah, but green tea has a little bit more of a bitter taste. Black tea actually has a
I don't want caffeine at 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock, you might want a little caffeine.
Well, if I'm like passing out,
It's not enough that like keeps you up. It's enough that like kind of makes you feel good. It's more of like a psychoactive feeling.
Wow. I usually ingest caffeine because I need to stimulate myself because I'm like not making it through the day.
Oh, okay. I would say this is more of like it's almost like more of like a narcotic type choice. You want to get something that like feels good. Take a black tea.
No, I mean, when I ingest caffeine, it's just because I need it to keep myself stimulated enough to get through the rest of the day. It's not
I guess
some
okay.
Level of pleasure I'm seeking or
well, I think I kind of think I like the black tea has a nice, like Earl Grey has a nice taste. That's black tea. Has a nice taste to it and also has a good little pick me up, but very small.
I remember Andrew had some like bowl.
Yeah, he was drinking weird shit.
Stuff, and it was like a flower that would open up.
Yeah, it was cool. I remember. Yeah, it would bloom.
Yeah, it looked awesome. Yeah. I didn't taste. I feel like maybe I taste like a sip of it, but I don't remember what it tasted like at all.
Yeah, he's the only one using my Plex server these days. I notice what he watches.
I use Plex, but I use it on a like a dummy account, so you don't know.
He was watching the Michael Fassbender movie today, Andrew.
Which one?
It's called The Killer. It's called The Killer. It's a new movie on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's.
I started watching it. The movie sucks. No, the movie sucks. By the way, no,
it's a remake.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not good. I saw it. It's not good.
Well, that's
really
fucked up, man. Like Andrew's watching shit on Plex, but he like doesn't really interact with it.
No, not at all. Really. Like not at all. It's fun, dude. He watches stuff on Plex so much too. No, he's back at home. He's back in Ohio. He lives in Ohio.
Ohio, that's where Debo's from. Akron.
Yeah, I mean he's a professor in Oberlin, which is outside of Cleveland. Buddhist professor. He's got some books. You could go search Andrew McCumber. Yeah, he's published I think twice. You can go search Andrew McCumber on Amazon. Get his books there. Never sent me a book. That motherfucker. I would read his book too. If he sent it to me, I would read it. I'm reading a very good book right now called American Cosmic. It's a really good book. Very excellent.
I always felt, I don't know.
I'm almost done with
it.
Where
he like denounced, like getting high and stuff, and I didn't want to give it up. An awkward tension to where he would kind of like hang out with us to indulge us, but he was very like disconnected because we were all getting fucked up, and he was really not interested in that anymore. And
yeah, but the funny thing about that is
like when I first
I know exactly what you're saying.
Fucked up, he was getting like shit from like people on the internet, and we were taking like DOC and DOI and almost like doing self experiments on ourselves. And
yeah,
part of the reason why I don't think anymore.
I think we're a little wrong on this.
We took DOC or DOI, wherever the fuck it was, and watched Baraka, and it was like these killing fields of cattle getting their throats slit, and then it went to a montage of like little birds getting their beaks fucking grazed down by like this machine. And at that point I was like, every time I eat meat I had this like Clockwork Orange effect. When he would watch Ultraviolence, I would like dry heave and almost vomit up the food I was eating, and it really like for a while fucked me up bad.
Yeah, I think he's like, I don't know. It's funny. All I'll say with Andrew is I've hung out with him recent times, and I understand what you're saying. You feel very disconnected from him, but as soon as you hang out with him, you feel like very connected to him. It's strange. It's like, like when I hang out with him, it'll feel like I've only been away from you for a couple days. But in reality, I've been away from you for like 3 years. I think he has a thing where he doesn't like to reach out. I think he's kind of has a little awkwardness to him too. Like where he doesn't want to reach out to people. But I don't know if it's purposely. You know what I mean? Like it seems on purpose, but I don't think it really is. I think he's very busy. I think he doesn't want to reach out to people. I think he feels awkward because it's been so much time in between. But every time I've hung out with him, it feels like no time has passed, which is a good feeling. And when you're with a friend that like you haven't seen for 3 years, but then when you hang out with them, it feels like you've just been away. It's a good feeling, but it does suck when you're away from them for so long because he's a good person. He's that kind of guy.
Well, I don't mean from absence of time. I mean more. He didn't want to smoke weed anymore, and I still did, and that really was like a lot of what our social environment was built around. And then he didn't really want to hang out or be around that element for a while, and then that was kind of what I'm referencing.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's just I think he does and he doesn't. It's funny. He'll love the trip out on LSD, but then he feels above it.
I don't know if I could do acid again. I feel like the
dude,
older
that's
I
like
get,
crazy
the
about
more
Dave,
things that I come up with to worry about, and it was easier for me to do it when I had less really to be aware of or have to be responsible to think or deal with.
No, yeah. I mean, I remember Dave, dude, Jason Chicken. Dude, he would take I can't even fathom this. But he would put LSD on his Sour Patch Kids, the grape ones, the purple ones. He'd put it on the purple ones and then mix them into the regular Sour Patch Kids. And he'd take it on a fucking plane with him. That's like rolling the dice to me. Holy shit. And then he would eat the regular ones.
That?
Was that?
I don't think they can find.
No, they can't. But just personally, you're gonna be in a bag with all these LSD fucking candies, and then some are not. I wouldn't even want to touch the ones that are not.
You mean they're just mixing in acid with your food?
Yeah, no, he would take. All right, so he would take.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
some weird Jim Morrison shit.
I guess a little bit of a stealth thing where he would take the purple, all the purple Sour Patch Kids were laced with acid, but every single thing else was not acid. And then he would put it on the plane and he would eat the ones that weren't acid. And it's I wouldn't even trust the ones that weren't. You'd think he'd be tripping, just touching the grape ones.
Yeah, I thought you can just from handling it. Have it seep through your fingers.
That's what I thought too. I wouldn't even roll the dice on that. I wouldn't even roll the dice.
Did you ever hear of people taking it through their eyes?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's all the drops, man. Yeah. I know. Again, I know Jason Chicken, and I know some few friends that have vials of LSD that are still active these days. I had a friend who was taking daily doses of LSD during the Corona days.
Who?
Tom. Tom was taking daily doses. It's crazy.
What's a microdose?
All right. Well, Dave Bendar was able to get Jason Chicken and Dave a couple vials of acid. We're talking about a couple ounces of acid that were actual liquid acid. You'd only have to take a couple drops. The drops were enough to fill what you needed. That was a hit. So there is still LSD around in our area for that. I think Tom took it all. He took like all that acid in like a couple of months.
Yeah, I still I can't like fully recall if I
He's having a baby too. Tom's having a baby.
I can't
having
recall
a baby
if
boy.
like I took too like tripped too hard and accidentally pissed in his bed, or like Andrew had tea that was like being made in his room and was on the floor, and I kneeled in it, and it
could have been the case, man.
Because the whole time I've ever been on drugs, I felt like I've been like shitting and pissing my pants the whole time. Like it feels like it's like loose.
I mean, all I remember is you guys would.
I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like my like bowels are like loose the whole time, where I can like be pissing and shitting. And I
remember this. Like all you guys would take these high doses. Funny thing, every time I've taken we got one time in my life I took a very high dose of because he didn't come over.
We got a batch that was weak and we didn't like fully trip, and then from that point on we were like stumbling into heroic doses because we wanted to make sure
because you wanted to make sure again. Right.
And then we ended up like getting comatose or like freaking out on shit because we were just trying to make sure we can get cheated. Well,
the one time I remember, like the first time I've taken psychedelics was mushrooms, and it was me, you, and Tom that we each got ace. We each got 3 ace, and we're gonna take them at my sister's party. You didn't. You ended up not coming, and so me and Tom we took our ace, and then we thought you were gonna come
too.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I'll get to that. We thought you were gonna come, and then we took our ace, and we thought like, okay, this isn't working. This is like 20 minutes in. We're like, all right, this isn't working. So like, you know what? Leland's not coming. We're gonna split his 8th up and take him. So me and Tom both took an 1/8 and a half, and then we're like, all right, I guess this, maybe this shit's bunk. We're not working. He's not coming. We're gonna take our shit. And then, fucking 30 minutes later, we're fucking tripping like fucking crazy, and it was great.
Like a family party.
Yeah, it was like a family party. It was honestly though.
I mean, I would not want to be
awesome
dosing up and then go down and hang out with my aunts and uncles.
No. It was like my sister had a party, like a high school party.
Oh,
but my mom was still around. No, like my mom was still like catering the party, but she was being the cool mom, having a high school party, that kind of thing. But me and Tom were there. Yeah, me and Tom were like tripping on fucking like as soon like we waited like a little bit for you to be not, and then we were like tripping like crazy. Like I remember like I had a quilt that was like vibrating. Quilts have these little patches, like they felt like little fish that were breathing. Still like one of my most psychedelic moments.
Like a heated quilt?
Yeah, quilts have sometimes like a patch that's a little raised. It's like a blanket that maybe there's like 2 inches raised on like the one part of the quilt because it's maybe a little padded.
Like where the like a pillow will be or something.
No, it's like sometimes like think about like a quilt where like you have these squares. Quilts have like squares.
Yeah, because a quilt is like made of little textiles and shit.
Right. And imagine like some of the textiles are a little padded, so they're a little more height. They have a little more height with the pad. Cushion. You know what I mean? So those quilts, they felt like they were breathing like a fish, like in and out, in and out.
I don't know why, awesome. Like we were up there, but James and I walked into Lauren Fisher's bedroom, and Christine Amadea was like getting chains. I saw her titties, and
that's great.
They were like,
top
the closest thing I could say would probably be like Alexander Dario, like that's what it looked like. And I don't understand, like how can you be that ill, that young? Like,
I think that was the thing with her.
She had like double D's at like.
No, I think that's the thing, man. I think that's the thing, man. Do you remember people used to marry women at 13, and that was because of
no, she was not 13. She was like
no, I know, but like
us.
I realized that was a thing for a long period of time.
She was like
for a reason, like because there was women that were like, developed at that time. A little creepy, but it's the truth.
Well, yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis was fucking No, I feel like people in the South would get married at like 14. Wasn't that like
really
Winona
young.
Ryder's part in the Great Balls of Fire movie and shit? Like, that character's based on like a 14-year-old or some shit.
No, it's definitely a thing.
And Elvis Presley married.
Well, he's a little bit of a creep. Yeah, but again, cool guy though. Very charitable guy, Elvis. Very good guy, as far as I've seen with his historical references. Really good guy. But yeah, a little bit of a creep.
I don't really give a shit at all about any of that crap because, I mean.
Well, I know he's just like I know in Memphis, you know, he was a very big Memphis guy, and I think there was like a person who needed a wheelchair. Like this was like countless times. You could count to 20. He would buy them like the top of the line wheelchair or something like that. Like he was a very charitable guy. Good guy. Might have been a little bit of a creep, but good guy.
I did not know you're gonna break out an Elvis wheelchair story.
Oh yeah, I got all these. I got all these stories. Good guy. You know what though? I'll have to say I never got
music.
I never got Elvis. He's not a good actor. He's not a good singer. His songs suck to me. I never got him. I'll say
I just always thought of him as like a straight version of Liberace with
yeah, I guess that's what he is. I
with
mean,
like
he's not, I don't know.
like
He's
a
not good.
Vegas,
But that was later. That was later.
it's
That was
called,
like
when
70s.
you would like play Vegas all the time.
Like a showman. But that was like 70s. That's way later than, you know, like where his heyday
Well, like,
was.
it's like when you have like a contract to play Vegas for like a year.
Like a Carrot Top thing. Chris Angel.
Or Gallagher. Yeah, Chris Angel.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I mean-
Remember that show, Human Giant?
Oh yeah, the Mind Freak skit they did was really funny.
That show was pretty good.
Oh,
It's
really
fucked up
good.
how NZ's got canceled.
Really
for
good.
fucking nothing.
What did you say? What did got canceled?
NZ, Unzi's Ansari.
Oh yeah, that I mean that was
I
sad.
never really liked him to begin with, but he
Yeah,
really
he's
got
a douche,
over
but like
some
the
really
canceling thing is
micro
crazy.
bullshit.
Crazy. Like that's not right.
It was Rob Hubel, him, and Paul Scheer, right? That was Human
Yeah,
Giant.
it sucks because what is it? Paul Scheer should have been way better than if he wasn't so ungodly unattractive. He probably would have been famous.
We're talking about he had the league, and
Yeah, he had that for a little bit, but that's about it, right?
I'm trying to think. Well, he's always like been in shit, you know, like as a
He's got he got that attractive wife, Diane something. What's her name?
she's okay, yeah.
I mean, for him, come on.
She's no Catherine O'Hara.
I'd say similar.
Yeah, they do have a
I mean,
similar vibe.
Catherine O'Hara is very funny. You know, like she's very funny, so that's like a plus.
But she's
Like,
also
you
like
date
a
her.
good actress too.
Yeah.
Like she
You know,
can
it's funny,
do.
I can't even find old Human Giant clips. It doesn't seem to even pop up on YouTube. It's sad.
No, you gotta know what to search. Hold on.
I mean, I think
It's
I might
not-
have found. Let's see if I found it here. I don't think I did. I'm gonna say this is not accurate, but Human Giant was really funny. Great show.
Holy fucking shit. That is the craziest magic my fucking mind has ever seen. I'm here with my fucking family on the fucking day of my father's funeral. They miraculously brought him back to life. He was fucking alive. That motherfucker sat up with his card and said, "Is this your card?" I shat in my pants. And then he died again, and I'm sitting there, what the fuck, man? That's my dad that was dead. Now he's not dead? Fuck it, man. That was a cool trick, as far as I'm concerned. That was fucking awesome.
You know what I found out about magic cards? So often these magic cards, the deck will have a little, like on the back side of the card, there'll be a little symbol that'll let you know about what card it is. So someone could face you the card and like pull it up to you, and you'd be able to see what card it is. That's a little magic trick for you guys right there.
You mean cheating?
Yeah, like in the corner of the card, there'll be a little symbol that let the magician know, oh, this is a 10 of spades, because of the little symbol on the left-hand side.
Well,
that's how they get away with this shit.
People fuck over assholes.
No, yeah. I mean, again, there's a really good TikTok channel that has...
I can't remember. Did Human Giant have musical stuff?
A little bit, but not much. Not too much.
Yeah, I'm seeing like all these Ted Leo clips, and there's like some.
I never got into that show. I've only heard I heard it was good for a little bit and then got bad.
Do you remember Funny or Die?
Yeah, it was a little company. Yep, Will Ferrell's company.
But it's a lot of the same people, like UCB type shit.
Well, because I think they were kind of going at the time, going with what works at the time.
I feel like Funny or Die was pretty early YouTube, just internet stuff. That's all you could get.
Yeah, a little bit like that. I'm trying to find some exposed magic.
This man has the biggest hands and arms in the West. You have probably never seen something like this before. Neither have I, but I'm quite surprised. Little waves to people. You attract quite a lot of attention.
Oh, God. You didn't hear that, right?
I heard a little bit of that. What are you talking about there?
This man has the biggest hands and arms in the West.
The biggest hands and arms in the West.
Like this before. Neither have I, but I'm quite surprised. Little waves to people. You attract quite a lot of attention with these, but at least.
Yeah, here, if you see what. Here, I'll show you what I was looking at.
Yeah, let's see.
It's terrible. Oh, shit. I'm sending it to the wrong thing. I should send it to the stream chat.
Oh, I see this biggest hands. It looks like a Muppet hand.
It's some like horrible CGI shit.
Looks like a Muppet.
For some reason, Muppet. This is like on the recommended. Yeah, some of this stuff was
he
so
a fucking
bad.
Muppet? Hold on, I'm trying to see who I'm following on old.
Do you think
TikTok. You ever use TikTok?
Do you think there's gonna be any more Hobbit, Lord of the Rings type shit coming out?
Well, I think Amazon has the rights to some of that, but you know what? In 2024, Max HBO has a animated series that's going to be written by Fran Walsh, so that could be cool. You know who Fran Walsh is, right?
No.
That's one of the writers of the Lord of the Rings series, and I think not married to
Power?
not married to, but partners with Peter Jackson. So I think she's good. I mean, she wrote the original series that we know of, so she's pretty good. Can't complain with her.
If she's connected to the Rings of Power, I don't want anything to do with it.
No, she's absolutely not connected to the Rings of Power.
Is that still
Lord of the Rings shit? She's basically what created the Lord of the Rings. Like, there was some good writing that came with the original series of Lord of the Rings that people don't realize. That there's a lot of added stuff. All the added stuff in Lord of the Rings was very good.
But are they gonna make Rings of Power stuff?
Oh, I think Rings of Power is kind of it's gonna happen, but I think it's pretty much done. Like no one liked it. Come on.
Why? I mean,
well, because Amazon wants to make their money back on their investment. That's all it is. Here's some.
I guess they don't really give a shit about the whatever backlash or negative reviews or any of that crap. It doesn't matter.
Oh no, they don't care. As long as they like make.
I
Their
mean,
money.
why would it? Like
they don't care.
How much of that?
Put out stuff.
Yeah, how much of that does
Well, I think
registered
Bezos is the big
impact.
Lord of the Rings nerd, so he just wants to like own Lord of the Rings. That's basically what it is. He wants to have it as his precious.
Do you know any magic tricks?
You know, I do know a few, but a lot of these in
From
this
clown? Is that from clown college?
No, I know. I've been to clown
You
college
did go to clown college, right?
a little bit, but this clip shows
What do they
exposes.
teach you to learn other than like juggling and riding unicycle? Like
It's
how
all
to,
fucking fake, man. It's
how
all
to
like
like properly pie?
I mean, it's all about getting the right props. That's the best way to say it with magic. You have the right props, you'll know.
No,
how
I'm
to
talking
do
about clown. I'm talking about clown college.
Oh, well, that's a goofy thing, you know. Like you get the right makeup, you get the right Ringling brother mentor, and you're good. But here you go. Here's some clips of magic exposed.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. This is the rhythm
I know that trick.
Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of my life. Where do you go, my lovely? Where do you go?
Oh, God. Horrible. I gotta mute it. Fuck.
It's all about how people are just idiots. It's all
track and stacked
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of each other. Track for
it's all perspective, man. It's like it's really all about perspective with magic. Like if they don't realize that something's in your perspective view and you put it in, that's all it is. That's all it is. That's the biggest thing. It's all about how you sleight of hand the object. And certain magicians are very good at sleight of hand. That's all it is. It's always what it's all been.
I don't know. I thought
Here we go. Here's more rhythm of the night. This is rhythm of the night for you. Want more rhythm of the night?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt.
it's like the North of Roxbury soundtrack layered on top of each other.
Wasabi.
This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of my life.
What's that weird satanic shit they're trying to...
Where do you go?
Why are they all singing?
You see that there?
Why are they all sixes?
I think it's just the little magic trick thing there. Sixes
No,
are more cool,
they're
right?
trying to subconsciously
Satanic
implant
thing.
that shit.
Could be.
Where do you go?
That looks like a giant old penis with a ring camera.
It's rhythm of the night.
Yeah.
I like that guy though. He's a Russian guy. He's got a hot wife.
Who?
That little young
Show his
looking
wife.
guy here. His wife is Russian. He's Russian too. The Russians.
Yeah, but show his wife that you're talking about. I don't care about
One
him.
on the left here. You see the girl here on the left?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's his wife. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's gay.
Pretty good. Well, who knows how long it'll happen before.
He's gay
Good
for
for him.
paying.
Right? Good for him.
She's showing up for the check.
Look at this weird lady. That's some kind of anorexia thing. It's the matter day.
Oh, fuck, dude. No, I don't
All
want
right.
to look at that.
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks.
Right? And who does? It's Al Pacino. He's been irrelevant for
No, apparently
30, 40 years.
Like, just did not prepare whatsoever for the role, and he had to be,
Well,
like,
why would he?
muted
Come on.
the entire time to get through it.
Well, what role was that he was dealing with William Friedkin? I don't even know what that was.
A undercover gay cop in a leather bar where a guy got like
that sounds terrible. Jesus.
Like, apparently he's got like 3 hours of unreleased gay porn that he's really excited about.
William Friedkin
actually showing.
Jesus.
Well, not anymore, and then he's dead, but he had it
at one point, right?
I think the whole time he just wanted to have somebody like lube up some thing and shove it up Al Pacino's ass, and just didn't want to do it, and that's what he's so bitter about.
I guess that's Dunkachino, right?
Yeah, Dunkachino. that's like pre-Dunkachino.
Yeah, pre-Dunkachino. I mean, I guess Adam Sandler knew all about that.
It's Pacino.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? As you said that, they showed a espresso machine commercial.
Oh, an espresso? Nespresso?
And now it's some Gordon Ramsay thing where he's cutting up some like really nice piece of like ham for Santa Claus. You don't get these ads because you don't watch basic cable anymore.
Yeah, I don't watch this kind of shit, so I have no clue.
All right, Google Hexclad.
Oh, I know Hexclad. You're talking about the Gordon Ramsay little pans?
Where he's cooking up something for Santa Claus.
Dude, I actually watched a review of all these chefs saying it's like the worst pans out there. It's like the worst
I'm not
pans
saying
you
it's
can
good.
get.
I'm just telling you what I just saw.
I know, but you would think, honestly, like I like Gordon Ramsay, but he's a total shill.
Why?
for
He's an
shitty pans.
asshole.
I mean, I like him. I think he's funny. I like
He is
Gordon Ramsay.
funny, but he's
I think
like,
he's good.
He's like a complete piece of shit.
You think he's a complete piece of shit? Oh, okay. I don't think he's a complete piece of shit. I don't know about
I mean,
that.
I like him. I like watching him abuse people, but you know, after a while, it gets pretty grating. And
You're not a what is it? Kitchen. What is not? It's not Kitchen Nightmares. What's the other one? He's got a show where all the chefs compete. That one's pretty good.
Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good show. I like his show for that.
I mean, it's so good you didn't even know the name of it.
Well, yeah, they all kind of. Well, I know the name of it. They all blend.
There's
He's
like
got the Kitchen Nightmares. And
Kitchen.
I can't
and,
tell you what they all blend together. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, it's a cooking show. I mean, what the fuck are they gonna do other than cook stuff?
Well, yeah, then there's worse. Like Chops kind of sucks. Chops kind of gone downhill. Used to be good.
Chop. Oh, where they get like random ingredients. You have to make an appetizer, entree, and dessert.
Right. Yeah.
I like that show. I haven't seen it in a long ass time, but
There's a Chop 420 too, by the way.
I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to.
It's not a bad show, actually. It's kind of funny.
I like them to be completely separate.
They kind of put in I don't know, they're not the bad. That's not a bad show. But the best show, man. You're talking about the best baking show that there is? You ever see the Great British Bake Off?
I thought you were gonna say Cake Boss. Cake Boss.
Oh no. Cake Boss sucks.
Do you remember that Paul C.F. Tompkins character?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But the
Bug?
Cake Boss sucks.
There's bugs in those bags.
Yeah. The best British the best Bake Off show is the Great British Bake Off.
You know, I've heard people say how
great,
like,
man. It's really good.
It is, and they love it, and everyone's like a little angel and all this shit.
Well, you got the Mighty Boosh guy. He's the host.
The glam rocker.
Yeah, he looks like terrible these days. He looks terrible. Just watch him age.
Wasn't he on the IT
That's part
crowd?
of the show. Yeah, it was not. Yeah. He was like the vampire
He was
in
the
the
guy
back,
who like
back
lived
room.
in that room in isolation.
Yeah, he was that guy. Here, I got a clip for you. This relates.
Cake Boss.
Oh, Cake Boss. Oh, the Cake Boss.
Yeah, I fucking hated the show that was from the Comedy Bang Bang.
Oh yeah, that show sucked.
I like the people on it that were guests.
Yeah, they all good
Ninja.
people.
I want to be ninja.
Oh my god.
I want to be ninja. I learned to chop real hard. I fight with credit card. I use my nunchucks, even while feeding ducks. I learn my ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I try to do everything like on the big screen. And you guys, you know what? I might do it. I might be a ninja soon. I gonna be ninja.
First of all, if I was that Asian lady,
I gonna be
Turn it
ninja.
Turn it off.
Okay, it's off.
if I was that Asian lady, I'd
I
order.
gonna chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown.
This is the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life, and it makes me laugh so hard.
Who is this lady, though?
You know what? Maybe I too could be ninja.
It's a great song.
What is that shit?
Oh, it's a weird song, man.
No, I mean, like, what is the context? Is this like a woman who's performing?
It's like a white lady making a music video.
Or it's like she's like friends with everyone involved and just like doing some karaoke thing.
It sort of feels like, but there is a song.
Oh my god!
It's like a white lady who made a music video. That's basically all it is.
Should we be showing this? I mean, we're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, we don't need to play it. She wants to be a ninja. It's racist. Yeah, it's funny.
No, I don't mean like in trouble with the what they're talking about. I just mean like getting shut down on YouTube.
No. But I think just yeah, it's a little racist.
Yeah, I want to see the why I made the song. Do we have another 8 minutes to?
No, but I will play this, the Three Ninjas trailer, because this will be pretty close enough, right?
We want you to snatch a few kids for us. 3 very specific little boys.
You just get those kids tonight.
Before midnight, do you understand?
They're carrying guns. If we can take these 3 rappers ourselves, then maybe Dad will see that our ninja training's worth it. Yes!
They're probably pretty nice kids.
Let's moralize.
Never attack. The best's gonna win. Never use power on anyone weaker than yourself. We're all gonna go for a little ride.
Sam, come here. Sniper took the boys.
Be a bad guy.
How do you feel about that? Pretty intense.
I mean, they fucking lynched the guy.
Oh yeah, they lynched him on their staircase. Right?
I love those fucking movies, but it reminds me of the Hulk Hogan shit. Where they're at a theme park,
because that was the third one. Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking of it where he was like a nanny or some shit.
No, he's in the third one.
Mr. Mom.
No, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he's in there.
No, I thought he had. I thought he has like his own film thing.
No, he did, but he was in the. I think it was High Mountain something, some kind of shitty version. of the third
I'm
one.
mixing the two together.
You are, yeah, but you
You've
can't
probably
mix
never
this
seen
one.
Surf Ninjas before with
Oh, I've seen that with Rob Snyder.
He like plays Sega and he can control the fighters and stuff.
Oh, I've seen every ninja shit I've seen from the 90s because I was into ninja shit.
Yeah,
It's basically like
Power
a-
Rangers.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
Power
going
Rangers,
to
Ninja Turtles, all that shit.
I remember going to birthday parties.
Ninjas,
that were
for
just
sure.
themed around Power Rangers, and like everyone would dress up as Power Rangers, and we'd see like Power Rangers in like a play.
But don't you think like Three Ninjas was up there for like some of the top influences? I think Three Ninjas was up there.
Well, yeah, I mean they had.
I love
I
Three
think
Ninjas.
there was like 3 movies that
I've
released.
probably
from
seen this
them.
movie like hundreds of times. One of those things. Hundreds, maybe thousands. It's terrible. I've seen this more than like a Orson Welles movie. Anything good? I've seen Three Ninjas.
Give us the ball back. Oh, does the baby want his ball back? We're gonna have to play.
Yeah, these kids look like they're older than 8th grade.
Why does he want to fight him so bad?
What's the matter, you?
Yeah, it's like 90s.
Yeah, we'll play you
Everybody wants to fight.
2-on-2.
Why not, right?
For how much? How much?
Get like a big dog shirt. You want to fight some people.
What am I?
You know, this reminds me of White Man Can't Jump.
Well, I wouldn't want to do anything.
Probably was a little influence.
Do you know they rebooted that?
Really?
Yeah, with Jack Harlow, the guy who played the halftime
Who's this
show
guy?
for the first
Who's Jack Harlow
Thanksgiving
guy?
game.
Colts don't. Well, punks, I seem to be collecting.
I like the
quite
background
a bit
actors
right
they
today.
got.
How about we
They,
play
they
for
snuck in an Asian guy on the far right with a
Got us
hat,
thinking,
and then in the middle they got this like quirky fat kid.
You get the Hollywood Hills in the background too.
Oh, you know he's cool because he's got a pierced earring.
9. You take first out. 9-point lead. Okay. Now, Colt, no matter what, no fighting. Oh, come No
matter
fighting.
what.
Man, with a 9-point lead, they're dead. Let's whip their butts. You hold my hat? Why are you showing off? I'm not showing off. I'm playing basketball.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Fuck him up.
Oh, yeah.
How you know what year it is? Fucking 93, bros. Got a Chicago Bulls winter jacket on there in California, where you absolutely don't need a winter jacket.
No, this is definitely like a White Man Can't Jump ripoff.
Oh yeah, I think that's got to be it. That's got to be like the inspiration.
I mean, I guess if you really want to call it, it's like Asians can't jump whatsoever. So we have a fat black guy and a bunch of white people.
Well, come on. I mean, whites can't jump enough, but Asians, come on, that's a whole other level. That's fictional.
No, whites can jump now. You gotta Google Chet Holmgren.
Never heard of that guy. Sounds fake.
I got him in the 3rd round. He's putting up first round value.
He's like a.
He's on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
He's like an NPC kind of character.
He looks like a. Remember like George Muresan?
Yeah.
Gigantism. He has like a slight version of gigantism where his face and limbs are definitely like warped, but not to the point where he can't function.
Like a Princess Bride kind of thing going on with Andre.
Yeah, but if you look him up, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like he has gigantism, but not to the point where he's like
a big dude. Not like a Beetlejuice.
Oh shit!
This kid should like.
Who's like the main ninja kid?
Rocky and Colt and Tum Tum. I would say Rocky was the older brother.
I know Tum Tum was the fat relief with the bowl cut, but who was like the main coxman?
Probably Rocky, and then Colt was. You know what? Maybe Colt more. Colt was more the guy who got it done.
Was this
Rocky
before or after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, after. Rocky was like the Leonardo. Colt was like the Raphael. Tum Tum was like the Michelangelo. You know, like that kind of. That's the where it all fell and settled.
Yeah, I know we got a speed run somewhere of Turtles in Time.
Oh yeah, me and Doug beat it in like 2 hours. It's crazy. I always thought that was so hard as a kid. Then we beat it in like 2 hours. That's a funny thing right there. I don't know if we have a speed run. Is it a speed run for 2 hours? I don't know.
Sort of. I mean, it was pretty fast. It's not like
mean,
you were
fast
sitting
for
around
me.
trying to figure out what to do.
I mean, I think it's just that game is quick. You just don't realize that the game is easier to beat.
I've heard this Thanksgiving movie, by the way. It's not that bad.
I wanted to see it too. I wish I saw it. I was gonna go to it after the holdovers. I was gonna go watch it, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going. Should have saw it.
It looks like it's supposed to be like a pretty decent grindhouse movie.
I think it's Eli Roth too, right? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Eli Roth. He at least produced it, I think. It reminds me of that Thanksgiving movie from Grindhouse or whatever. I think that was the inspiration.
You mean the preview?
Yeah. The fake trailer thing. I think that's the inspiration for the whole movie.
Was that before Planet Terror?
I think it was in between Planet Terror and Grindhouse.
Well, no, it wasn't Grindhouse. It was
What's the other one? The dead thing, dead car. I don't know, some dead car.
Death Proof.
Death Proof. Yeah.
You don't remember the sequence where they have the head-on collision and the one bitch's leg gets ripped off and flies out the window?
Isn't that the girl from Ahsoka? Is that her?
I don't know shit about Ahsoka. I just know how to mispronounce it over and over again.
Right.
Ayahuasca's
You've heard me talk about it.
That's firm in my memory bank. But you can go back and check the catalog. We definitely gone over, I think, every single episode, one way or another.
But I think Mary Elizabeth Winstead was in that, right? I'm pretty sure. Quite sure.
Yeah, but she's not the one her leg gets cut off.
And maybe that was Christina Ricci or Rosa.
No, not
Rose
Christina
McGowan?
Ricci. She's got like kind of a pug nose, and she's really Italian looking.
Is it Rose McGowan?
No, that's Planet Terror. She's a stripper who's like, I don't know even
I've
how
seen a
she
bunch of
is.
strippers. I don't know. I thought that was from the car accident.
No, I think you're blending them together. Once the person loses their leg, nothing happens after they're dead.
Same movie, right? I mean, I've seen.
Well, it is in a way, yeah. It's like the same movie, but
I've seen El Mariachi. They got a
with
car
that
case and a
Spanish guy
gun.
who's got like 2 knives, and he's really good at fighting.
Yeah,
He's the best. That guy.
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
He's a lot like John
Same guy, right?
He is. He's like a knockoff B version of John Leguizamo, if you can even get that low.
Jose Lozamo, yeah.
Valderrama, yeah.
Valderrama, yeah. Well, that sounds like a 70s guy type thing.
Yeah, he was on that 70s show and he fucked Lindsay Lohan.
Fez, right?
Fez, yeah, Fez. I fucking hated that show. Oh, God.
Yeah, but do you hate Scientology?
My fucking roommate at UArts used to play that 70s show over and over and over again. I felt like I was in a fucking...
Oh, was he a Scientologist?
I don't know. I felt like I was stuck in like some MK Ultra experiment or some shit.
Oh, like kind of like Clockwork Orange situation.
Well, without my eyes being peeled, I just like had no ability to avoid it because
like a Michael McDowell.
Just leave the room and go somewhere else. I mean, I guess I could have, but I need to like eventually sleep.
You need to like turn on some Family Guy or something, right? Didn't he like Family Guy too?
I mean, everyone did at the time. It was so massive. Like you could not avoid Family Guy, Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, and fuck, what was the other? Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, and there was this show that was under the water.
Sea Lab.
Yeah, Sea Lab was really big, and
I like Sea Lab. That was kind of funny for a
the
little bit.
Moonanites.
They all were funny for like a little bit. That was like Adult Swim. It's like that should have been their tagline. It's funny for a little bit.
I don't think I'm even pronouncing it correctly, but it was like an Aqua Teen spinoff of these like cartoon
Metalocalypse?
No, they were like 3D poorly rendered.
Little like the little Atari guys.
Yeah, like
Moon
Atari
Knights?
people.
Moon Knights or something like that.
And then it was like a reboot of this action show with a kid, not Johnny Five.
Oh, I hated that show.
Yeah, it was horrible. I hated it too.
I know you're talking about the
Johnny Quest.
The Johnny Quest reboot.
Yeah, I
thing.
fucking hated that shit.
Oh, I hated
Yeah, it
that
was
show.
really bad.
I think they finished it up too recently. I was like, oh god, I don't want to see that. What was that show?
No, it was like some Johnny Quest reboot.
Yeah, but they actually like recently did another
Venture
continuation. Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers. Yeah,
that show sucked. I
fucking
hated that
shit.
Yeah, never liked that.
It was one of those shows like Robot Chicken. I didn't like Robot Chicken either. Where
that was like, like past the point
to like get to Tim and Eric, you had to sit through like Robot Chicken and like More Oral, which was okay. I remember Dave really liked.
Yeah,
that
More
show.
Oil kind of sucked. I hated that show too.
I remember he really liked it, so I like tried to,
I never liked
at least,
that
like,
show.
appreciate it enough to not be like a dick through the whole thing and let him watch it, but I was not into it. It was really creepy. It creeped me out.
Yeah. Oh,
it was like those like Rudolph the Reindeer animation movies, or like Frosty the Snowman, but it had all of like these creepy pedo things going on, where the father was hyper religious and he was like beating and fucking the son. It was like really weird in a bad way. Like,
well, it doesn't sound good.
Adult Swim definitely had some kind of one-off stuff, like
Some
only
adult
maybe
content,
got a
yeah.
season or two and then it was over.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of it. A lot of crap. A lot of crap that came into there.
Yeah, but then you get like that even like that Samurai Champloo shit was not that bad. Or
Well, that was different. That was different.
What do you mean?
I don't think it was originally meant to be for Adult Swim.
I thought it was Adult Swim. Was it Cartoon Network or something?
Well, I think it could have been something Japanese at first. And then Adult Swim bought it to put it on their channel.
Yeah, this new Wonka shit looks so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Hugh Grant.
Well, it's a waste of a
character
man.
looks.
Yeah, he's playing Lumpa.
Fucking.
It's embarrassing.
I thought he got canceled after having sex with that black transvestite.
Oh no, you're like 20 years too late on that. No, he's had a comeback. About a Boy was the comeback. He fucked a boy.
Okay.
He fucked a boy and then came back.
Fucked a boy, and then he made a movie about helping a boy, not
Right.
fuck boys.
But I think she was a transgender black woman, right? Or is that Eddie Murphy?
I think it's both.
I guess it's both. I guess it goes,
Maybe,
yeah.
I guess
it's not too uncommon.
there were some really hot black transvestites going on. The Crying Game was really popular.
Or there's a lot of cocaine going on.
Have you seen The Crying Game before or heard of it?
Yeah, I've seen The Crying Game. Yeah, you got that woman who is a transgender woman and then a British type guy falling for her. I've seen it.
Well, I don't think he realizes what's going on until the reveal.
Right. Like
the whole time
Sleepaway Camp kind of
this
thing.
Really kind of elusive, mysterious.
You ever see Sleepaway Camp?
All of a
You ever see
sudden,
the
he pulls his
reveal of
cock out and
Sleepaway
it's
Camp?
like, eh. But then eventually he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You ever see Sleepaway Camp? That's like the spoiler at the end there.
Ever see what?
Sleepaway Camp.
Oh,
There's a
yeah, that shit
transgender.
is scary.
That's that right there. That's the crying game.
But it's
Less
like
arty.
It's like some person screaming in the woods.
But she's got a cock out.
Yeah.
Broke new ground.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, well, I gotta head out, man. Twitter _Shack. Love it. Good seeing you, man. We've gone on late tonight. We've gone on late.
Have we ever hit 4 hours on a stream?
This is close. We're at 3.5. We're pretty close. We're
Yeah, I
getting
gotta
there.
go. I gotta.
All right, later, man. All right, guys. Wizard _Shack. I will see you guys later. Whenever you want to take a look at our other stuff, and I don't know. Maybe don't. Maybe do. Who knows? Bye.